Hey yo boys, how we doing? Welcome back to another another Redline stream, man. It's been a while since we last did a Redline stream because obviously we've been focused elsewhere on NoPixel, man, and NoPixel has been a lot of fun. So let's change the stream deck profile so we got all of my shit, you know. Apparently, Bob Bobertson wants us at Grove Street gas station. So let's go see what he wants, man. Easy clap. Jeez, so good. I wonder if Bob's going to get me into trouble straight away. Jeez.
This one, there we go. Let me see. Oh, heavens!
My guy,
Excuse me.
my God, what
Look,
the fuck,
you need to. It's the mask. It obstructs his eyesight.
Hey,
Sometimes
yeah, it's the mask, man. Yo, look at that class 3 on your back, man. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
bro.
Jeez. Yeah, whose is the RX fucking 8?
That's mine.
Remember?
What?
Yeah.
When did you get that? Auction. Yeah.
Fucking big money over here. Jesus Christ, love. I mean, she's probably clearly after.
Oh shit.
That's a fucking gangbanging. I want to watch him.
Yeah, don't...
Sorry, I mean, Jesus, sorry, I just get so angry, so I do. I said, give him the business. Yeah, golf club for the win. Beautiful.
Yeah, don't worry about me. He's not getting back up from the golf. Oh, no, he is. Hang on.
Oh, Jesus, cheeky bastard. Hold on, I've got something. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. It's behind
Okay.
the motherfucker.
Oh, my God. Oh!
I'm so sorry.
What was it? You just hit me with a suitcase, yeah?
I just glanced, yeah, sorry.
With a suitcase.
Sorry.
Just a blunt suitcase. All right.
Yeah. That's sorry. Jesus,
that was...
banged him over the head with. Yeah, just banged him over the head with. That's
yeah,
how
perfect. Perfect. Good job on the mask on.
Do you want any suitcases? Are you collecting suitcases? I mean, I've got. Let me see what's in this one. This one's bound to have drugs in it.
You know what? I'm pretty good for suitcases unless they've got AKs in them.
Yeah, I mean, if it's an AK case.
Oh.
Fucking bastard! More fucking underwear. Well, I mean, this
Oh,
is
shit.
yours.
I don't.
Your size. I mean, you could try. You could take one. Take one side.
I don't think I need any in underwear. I want to look at this thing, Miles.
It's sliding as fuck. It's like the RX-7.
Is it in a drift car or no?
Nah, it's just sliding. Oh, hey!
They go beautiful. It's gorgeous. Beautiful.
What? Mate, who has done the handling for this car? Like, who in their right mind put this car in the city and thought, yeah, this is fine? What is this, man? Ivan, how you doing, man? Laney, how you doing? Foxy, Tommy.
Then I flew them out of helicopter, and they didn't even the good decency not to die in the blades of it.
Hey, yo, what absolute dog shit mechanic looked at that car and said, oh, no, I'm going to bring that into the city in the exact, like, state that it's in now?
Yeah, it's the exact same as the RX-7.
It's so bad.
Have you driven my wide body? Have you driven my? Have
Nah,
a drive my wide body. Have a drive my wide body.
Okay, well, is it good? Jesus, Bob. Yeah. Yeah, this thing's rapid, man. It handles nice. I think they're selling one this week. You need to kill a cop. Why? Hey, Gabriel, how you doing? Psych, you know, he's moving to YouTube, yeah? That is actually a fact. Oh, I don't have the keys to my my car anymore, do I? Because I got rid of the save. Fuck. Yo.
I meant, could you? Are you interested in ladies' underwear?
10
I mean,
months.
I have got quite a selection.
I'm not actually interested in ladies' underwear, Bob, if I'm honest with you,
For
man.
fuck's sake, I
I
haven't
know,
checked
man,
the
I
third
know.
suitcase, but you never know. You might get lucky. Would you possibly have a handgun for sale?
I normally carry them with me.
Oh. Just a pistol, like the little 9mm Beretta.
Potentially, man. Hang on, let me check.
Let's see, you know the way they fall down.
Oh, fuck's sake, man.
Who's this lady? Who's this lady? Is she bothering you?
Oh, yeah.
Mrs. I will knock the shit
Oh,
out of
yeah.
you. What? Fucking told you.
How you doing,
How are
man?
you?
Told you.
Where are you,
That's
bro?
what fucking
Just on
happens.
Grove Street, just watching Bob nut local women.
Well, she
Well,
fucking
that's
asked
it.
for it, alright? Yeah.
So, yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
I'll see you in a bit.
Okay, mate. Bye, 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 bye. Let's have a look, man.
Beautiful. Solid, yes. Fucking
Yo,
told you, love.
good news,
Do not
man. Good
fucking
news, man.
mess
Good
with the
news.
fucking furry people. They're beautiful individuals.
What,
She's
what did you need?
Just clearly a fucking woodland animal, like a racist for fucking people of fucking you know, woodland origin.
I
bitch.
mean,
fucking tell you, missus.
you know, a lot of people are in the city.
Yeah, I tell you.
It's normally the
stand
fucking,
for that shit.
it's the locals, government officials, PD, you know, everyone, man.
Yeah. Just run up on
How
you,
much,
cheeky bastard.
how much is the fucking combat right now?
I'm a $3 grand. It's not
Oh,
even
okay,
a
but-
combat. I want the Beretta. I like the Beretta.
The Beretta. Okay, yeah,
'cause
yeah.
I just
props,
like the
man,
way it
props.
handles. I like the way it feels between my thick fingers.
Yeah. What are your plans with it, man? You're not trying to do anything illegal with it, no?
I'm just home protection. Jesus Christ, I just want to shove it down my pants to look big and tough, you know.
Oh, okay, yeah. Is the Beretta the pistol or the 50?
Yeah, that's the pistol. That's the pistol.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. It's a lovely gun. Have you ever used it?
I haven't, man.
Perhaps you should expand your horizons, and it's a bargain. It's a bargain. Sometimes I think, you know, you tell people about things, and it's just you sort of a dawn on realization, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Sort of world opens up to your, yeah.
You
Because I'll
think?
tell you what happened in a certain instance, right? I once was assaulted by, thank you, I was assaulted by bastards up there, okay?
Oh, really?
And I
Yeah.
stabbed one of them because he was getting out of hand, so he was dropped one of those fuckers
Yeah,
in the ground.
BTW, I
had a
appreciate you,
combat
man.
pistol down my trousers at the time. And I started taking care of business with what I thought was the combat pistol, and I went, I'm on fire right now. I looked down, I wasn't even using my own gun, I was using his fucking gun. And I went, that's a 9mm Beretta. What, maybe, you know, experiment a little. You know the way you do with wives, you know the way you get bored of one, you just go, fuck, I'll try that one. Yeah, same thing, guns. Yeah. Who's this guy? Who's this parking attendant?
There you go, man. It's Raj. Hey, Raj. How you doing, man?
Thank you. How you doing, Chi? Oh, fucking Raj, how you doing, gorgeous?
Yeah.
Bring it in, bring it in.
It's been a little while since we've seen Raj, man. Jesus.
Do you want any ladies' underwear? Beautiful. Thank you, right in the cheek. Do you want any ladies' underwear? Of course you do. Like, you haven't even seen it yet. I got it out for you here.
Yo, by the way, I appreciate it, man. Thank you for being a 10-month coffee club visitor, man. 10 months, that's nearly a whole year. That's crazy, man.
Got Armani here, so we have. I think this is Armani and Calvin Klein. Let me see, I'll just check.
Oh shit, Raj, you buying women's underwear?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, fair enough, man, each their own, I guess.
You, bro.
Oh, Sergeant, trying to be a prick again.
Go, just
Oh,
get this.
shark.
Hold on, there's something in the fucking way. There we go, beautiful.
Yep. Good.
There we go, beautiful. Armani.
Of course it is,
Armani.
man, my
there we
bad.
Go. Try that on. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
This shit makes me feel sick, man.
Well, yeah, it is very cheap, $500. So it is 500
Foxy, what are you doing, man?
What the? Jesus, okay. Well, this guy. Fuck me, what the fuck was this guy wearing? Hold on, I need to check in here. Jesus Christ.
Hey, yo, I'm gonna go and see Maverick. I reckon I'll be around, man. Bob, if you need any help, just let me know. Like, send me a DM on Twitter with a radio or
Yes, I'm
some
just
shit. I'll hop on.
look
I'll
at
come
the
and fuck.
fucking shit in here.
No, I'm not looking at your dirty underwear, man. But I'll come and fuck people up for you if you need me to. Just let me know, man.
Take care.
See you, Raj. Just jump the wall, surely. That's Foxy for sure. Hey, there is really no plan for tonight. I'll be honest with you. We're just on Redline, mate. I don't want to go on PD necessarily. I don't know if there's going to be any criminal stuff to do. I don't know if anyone's going to invite us to do anything. I don't know. Hey.
How you doing, brother?
Yeah, I'm chilling, man. Are you?
I'm trying to buy my car back and then I go and look for a cop, you know?
Are you going to look for a cop? What are you going to do to the cop?
That depends.
On what?
If he apologizes for being a dickhead,
Oh, which cop are you looking for specifically?
someone drives a grey 18 Charger, he's a dickhead, and I don't know his
Give me 2
anything.
seconds.
I could probably help you with that, man.
That would be amazing.
What
Just gotta
radio
buy
are
my
you
car
on?
back, yeah? I'm not on a radio at all, you know.
Jump on 35 then.
Bye.
Check.
Yeah, you got it, man. You got it. So the plan is, right? You're gonna find the cop. I'm gonna get pulled over by them. You're gonna rock up behind the traffic stop. You're gonna like do whatever you need to do, man, and then we're both gonna get out of there.
Sounds good.
All right, bet. Do hitman. I can't just do hitman, man. You need to with Aggie, how you doing? With Redline, you need to like get it pre-approved and stuff. It's a bit like all we can do today is just like normal criminal stuff, man. So if you boys are down for normal criminal stuff, let me know. MD, what's good? But yeah, so now the plan right now, Foxy needs to kill a cop. So we're gonna go and get pulled over by a cop that Foxy tells us to get. And then once we've done that, Foxy's gonna do whatever he needs to do to the cop. And then I don't know, man. Then we just move on with our lives and move on to someone else. Now PD has had a restructure. So even though I'm one of the longest serving and I've got the most hours in most of state, apparently I've been demoted, which is interesting. I'm now just a trial state trooper.
What do you think about this one?
Which is weird, man, but I can still drive the Camaro. Yeah, it's sick, the Challenger. Yeah, it's RX-7 FD, yeah? Go and,
FC, I think. I don't know.
yeah. Go and find your cop, man.
I'll do my best.
Just radio me when you find him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so state's been split into 2 branches now. You've got high speed, which is what I'm in, and you've got state, which is what Sassy's in. It's always shame we're in separate things, but it means I can still drive a fast car. And honestly, if I couldn't still drive a fast car, I'd probably just quit PD. But we also have plans to do PD on NoPixel as well, which is interesting. So let's go down to Legion. And we're going to see what's going on down here. Now Ricky's definitely got a warrant, like 1000%. $18 Charger next to Fleeca Bank, like turned right past Fleeca.
Yeah, I just got pulled over on purpose, so.
What's... Oh, that's you. Yeah.
It's not him though, it's
So-
not him.
There's another one down the way. Do you know? Oh my god, man.
Why did you just cut me off, man?
Where are your fucking sirens? If you're going to be driving through the street at speed,
I
jumping
have
red
my
lights and stuff,
lights
where are your sirens then, man?
I have my lights on.
But if you had your sirens on, I'd probably have looked behind me more, you know?
I turned
Just-
my sirens off
you-
because I'm on scene though.
But you're not on scene though, you crashed into me on this side of the street.
Because you cut me off, I was in my lane.
Yes, without your sirens on. So if you're going to be jumping red lights and driving through traffic...
Have you done your driving test?
Yo, you better be careful. You better be careful how you talking to me, boy.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just
It
saying-
sounds like you're trying to be rude, man. So I would just carry on with your day and
I'm
not
sorry,
driving to me
I'm
again, and you just do you, yeah? But if
Yeah,
you're going to
you
jump
too.
red lights, you need your sirens on.
Yeah, sure, man. Have a good
Excellent.
day.
You too, man. He backed off hella fast then. Yeah, what was the call sign of the guy who pulled you over, do you know? He did need sirens, man. Oh no, that's Raj's car.
I'm not sure.
Do you know what he looked like? Hey Daniel, hey there, man. Oh. There we go. Boom.
When I see him, I'll definitely recognize him.
Okay, because there's another 18 charger over here by
Is it grey?
No, it's black. Hey Harrison.
He drives a grey
Thank
one.
you, my guy. Oh, okay, cool. I'll move on then.
I'm heading up to the police station to ask for him, I suppose.
Raj, you good?
I'm on a traffic stop, bro.
Yeah, what you doing, man?
What's
I'm just chilling on the road.
Ah, alright, man. Alright, well, you take care of yourself, yeah? Just not another one. Look at this car, man. It's just stupid. Anyone selling R8 or Skyline, yeah. 100%, man. Let me just get my R8 and my Skyline. Mate, sometimes you got to, man. These cops think they own the city, man. They think they're like the biggest gang in the world, and it's just obnoxious as shit, but... You found him yet? Nice work, Foxy. Guys? Well, I mean... If I was ever going to screenshot anything, it'd probably be this right now.
Wait, mate, it's not a wise idea to be part there, eh?
Hello, mate. You okay?
Aye, can't park there, sir.
Mate, it's what I was saying to this guy here who appears to be dead. I was just gonna, you know, take a quick photo of it just for, you know, socials and shit. But then I was gonna get out and just make sure he's okay.
I'll do it for the memes, mate.
Hello, sir. You okay? Sir, you can't park there, sir.
They can't
Oh,
park
you don't
there,
say.
do
You can't say you can't park here, man.
Really?
Yeah. What's the postal
Didn't
here?
know.
7283.
they? Wait, what's going on up here, mate?
I don't even know what happened, bro.
There you go. I got it right, man. Yeah, nor me, man. Nor me. I don't want to move anything, obviously, because of the, you know, the things and the stuff. But yeah. I mean, right
Things and the
now.
stuff, yeah. Alright.
Yeah, but I mean, we just gotta wait for the cops. Yeah.
Oh, cops.
Sorry, the ambulance, man.
Yeah,
I'm sure they'll be here soon, man.
I fucking hope so.
I hope so, man. Don't worry though. We'll get you out of here in no time. Yeah.
That's good.
In no time at all, we'll be fine.
Yeah. Oh, these guys aren't very happy.
Huh? The fuck? Nice. Damn, the mic is clean. The mic's good, isn't it? I've been speaking to the company that own this microphone, see if I can do anything about getting some sort of deal with them. Foxy.
Do you know why I got arrested yesterday?
Nah?
Suspended license.
No way, man. Oh, UAM's open as well. Shit.
Oh, fucking need to go to UM.
UAM's the best dealership, man.
Yeah, definitely. Get the
What?
fucking truck thing. I don't even know how I'm under my car. See how low this shit is?
I mean, I don't know what to do, man. I can't really move you myself. Like, I can't move the car. Oh,
Can't
EMS.
park there, sir.
No
EMS
fucking
have,
shit.
tell me I can't park there again. Go on, dare ya?
Can't park there, sir.
Fuck.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
What's going on, anyways?
Bro.
This guy's car's parked on top of him, but yeah, EMS are just fucking useless, man. Here they are. Let's go.
Yes, finally.
Yes, I can go to UAM. Sick.
Get that sick truck or whatever.
Hello, officer. How are you? Not officer. You know, person. Nolan. Nolan.
Yeah.
Let's
See?
go.
Nolan.
So Foxy appears to have his car parked on top of him.
So
He's still rather
the
responsive.
usual Foxy driver.
Yeah, pretty much, man. Yeah.
Alright, man.
But I've got to go to UAM because there are more important things than looking after Foxy for me personally.
yeah,
Obviously not for you because it's your job, you know. So
Yeah.
I'm going to do that. But
On you go.
thanks, man. You look after him. Yeah, make sure he makes a full and speedy recovery. Okay.
Yeah, we'll do.
All right. Thank you, my guy.
Oh,
Appreciate
speedy.
you.
Let's crack everybody. You alright there, Chief? Yeah.
Out of the way. Hey, appreciate it, Jeremy. Let's go, man. Obscenely fast this car is, man. Oh, fuck off, man. Yo, Dragon, I'm good, man. Lord and the fam, all well, thank you, man. All well, all well. Oops. Anyway, we're there now. Unable to delete vehicle. So annoying, man. Vehicle. good. It's good to see you love in red line. You're a better cop than a criminal. Mate, I don't know, man. I don't know if I am. Just everything on red line at the minute is... Everything just feels very dry, man. Like the cop stuff's okay, but...
Your name, sir?
Luca.
What?
Oh, why you look like that?
Luca.
Joking.
Luca.
I was joking.
It's a bit hyper then, I don't know. Like, whatever you say.
Oh shit.
Gaz told me to say that.
No, you're ugly.
Ooh, damn.
Your name, sir?
Kinda big.
Sorry.
Weird.
Yeah, Jeremy, it's good, isn't it? I mean, that's good for me, though, man.
I'm Tommy.
Yeah, of course.
Your name, sir?
There's a lot of people online. I think Elite's off recording, or I know Elite's off recording Warzone content right now.
Oh, Gaz, Johnny Gaz.
Just a
Alright,
question and a
Mr.
half.
Pussy, I got your name written down. Your name?
Oh, I think he's got
My
the
name
program
is
even
Shlomi.
What?
X Smoke. Your name, ma'am?
I said my name is
Hello.
Shlomi, fam. Dickhead.
What was your name?
Shlomi Fam Dickhead? That's a weird name.
Bass, are you in line or not?
Yeah.
He's right here. Fucking stupid bozo.
Wow.
Alright, Mr.
Ricky, man.
Ricky.
Mm.
Bro, where's Woofle? Man just grew some eyebrows.
Your
and a
name?
beard.
Sergeant.
Give me some of that, whatever cream he's using.
What's your name? Somehow still in the server, Sergeant.
Van Damme needs.
Your name?
Needs
Daniel.
a little bit of that cream, not even gonna lie.
Ew, who's that I just rolled up? You.
Do you guys open so late though? It's 3 a.m. or almost
Your
4
name,
a.m.
sir? Yeah, our salesman ran into a couple issues. We were waiting on him to come. Your name, sir?
It's 4 a.m. There's a fucking huge ass fucking
Double T.
What flavour?
Double.
Oh.
Yes, it's me. Hi.
So many fucking people. Your name, sir?
Double, why you got a dirty vest? for? Come on.
Joe Sniggles.
Because I was working on a car.
Watermelon.
I'm gonna call you Joe.
No, that must look bad.
Just write that bad one.
Your name?
Yeah, I don't know what to do about PD, man. Like, all I see on PD at the minute is people just cop baiting and trying to get into gunfights. Even admins, man. It's just so dull.
Hey,
You
Bob
good?
Robertson? Hey, Daniel.
Who's the guy in front
You're
of you?
literally blind.
That's the guy that's wanted. You know, the guy we need to arrest.
The guy in the...
They kinda upfront, ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Lauren, you seeing this?
Sounds like a you issue, I can't lie.
Fuck.
Lauren is tough or something.
Yeah,
Hey, yo, what was that? What was that? What were you saying?
PM?
What are you saying, Lauren?
What were you saying, man?
Said
Someone
Laura,
said
you
he
seeing
wanted.
this? I said, what am I saying?
Yeah, Bob Robertson.
Your name, sir?
The what?
Shit, what's he wanted for?
He's like a mass murderer. Nah.
Oh, so what you're
He
telling
faked
me
his
is that there's
Got
cops in the
shot.
queue, there's a mass murderer, but there's cars come first.
Yeah, I'm after you.
Shit, man. Okay, yeah, I got you, man. That makes sense.
Bro. Ricky, where are your eyebrows?
Shut up, man.
Lots of paperwork.
Where are my eyebrows? On my face, dickhead. Look at my face now.
I'm just messing with you.
Look at my face. Hmm?
Half of the line can go on the other side of the driveway so you can hear me better.
Who's gonna, yeah, there you go. Who's gonna start the second round?
No, they don't care, man. Yo, that's a perfect example, man. So Daniel and Sergeant are in the queue, whispering about a massively wanted mass murderer as cops, but they're more interested in getting into UAM than they are about arresting the mass murdering criminal.
Silent?
On the other side of the
If
line
that doesn't sum up exactly what's going on with Redline right now, I don't know what will, man.
Yeah.
Stay calm gaming with the visitor. Let's go, my guy. Appreciate you. Welcome to the club.
Usual. Yeah, and it's a little bit more than usual.
Is he really phoning you from across the line?
Hey, there it is. Member, let's go.
Yes,
Appreciate
he
you, my
is
guy.
phoning me from the other side of the line.
Oh my god.
He's too lazy.
I didn't want to yell to the other side.
So yeah, so it's just one of them, and that exactly sums up what's going on with Redline right now. Now, That doesn't mean I'm not going to go and not do PD, you know? There's 8 PD on 53 players. 53 players is a good amount of players. None of the big boys are on yet. I don't think we're going to see Frenchie tonight. I don't know if Elite's going to come and do something with Gramps, because that's who he's playing Warzone with.
Stop flapping in front of me. Oh, mate, look at him. It's in, bro.
Jeremy, are you telling me to punch my fiance? Bit weird.
Look at him flapping around.
Oh, you mean Lauren? Oh, sorry, not my fiance. I was like, what?
They're flappy. In my face.
Anyone has to change your payment on YouTube? I don't know what you mean, man. I'll go and tackle her.
Dressing me out. Stop it.
I don't want to, Sergeant saying he make a big fucking deal of it and probably arrest me for no reason.
When the 3 bikes are sold out there for police.
Fuck off, I'm not buying you the bike.
Is that Daniel Dixon?
Dixon, Daniel.
Bob!
Oh my god, it is Daniel Dixon.
Oh, the criminal Bob got in first.
Hey, let's go, Bob. Quick, guys, arrest him now so you can't get your car.
I can get the cars.
You look like you're having fun. Thanks, Reese. Let's play some Valorant or some Warzone, Reese boy. Risky, Sammy, and Danny and those boys want me to play some Valorant. We could just switch to Valorant.
Who, me?
Unfortunately, I'm 100th in the queue on No Pixel.
This is my comfy attire.
What are you playing now, Reese? How is the prep for your wedding, mate? I've done everything I need to do, man. Literally the only things I need to do now are write a speech and turn up. And I'm good to go. Apex. Oh, yeah, Apex. We could play Apex, man. I think I've got Apex downloaded.
Get fucked.
Sucks to suck, lad. Sucks to suck. Sergeant, if you can talk of you and them. Oh, God, he's really there for it, ain't he?
Oh, that's a goodbye.
Sergeant, you don't want a million. Too late, I'll stop the table.
Warzone 2, that's the thing, man. Congrats on the wedding. Thank you, my guy. Yo, James Murray, how you doing, man? Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah, I'd be interested in that, man. Just Warzone right now is just dog shit, man. It's so bad.
Guys, where are you?
Siege is good. Siege is real good. We could put the VR headset on and we could... yeah, I am, Corbin, yeah. Jeremy, who do I think is the funniest? I've no idea, man, to be honest. Oh, with the new cards, yeah, of course, of course. I could put the VR headset on and do some VR stuff, you know, just play some VR poker with some people. Go win some money. That could be quite fun. Could open Haze and do a lot of /say paints things. Siege is really good. I don't know if I've got a Siege installed right now. I might only have GTA, I do.
That's no surprise.
Got Siege right there.
Yeah, he's
Lost Arks, another good one. Apex, I need to re-download Reese.
I know, bro. I'm joking. Who the fuck is Buzz?
Oh, my bad. Sorry, man.
Alright, smelly one is gonna go. Hold on. Wait for them to finish whatever they're
Rec Room's good fun, man. I'd love to do some more Rec Room videos. My Rec Room videos did actually really do well on Facebook. The only car...
It's their first time on the job, guys. I'm
The only car we actually want this week is the wide body, I think. Oh, the Harley as well.
Hey, thank you very much for the business. It's a beautiful vehicle. Thank you. Thank you.
Look at this, man. See, that's nice. But this is the beast. That Charger's nice. Is Warzone 2 free? It will be free, yeah. Oh, what was the score?
Yeah.
Who won? Who won, boys?
Yeah, what?
Yeah, just pass me, man.
Hey,
Just take it out.
stop talking. everybody on this side of the line can talk besides silent.
Love that, love that.
So,
Liverpool 152,
I
nice.
was humping them.
Tommy,
I'm flapping.
Tommy, you can go inside.
Nearly on that, I guess.
Was I closed once?
Adam, how you doing, my boy?
No?
Who's us, Johnny? Are you a Liverpool fan?
Ooh, that's a hard.
Do I? Yes, my guy.
CCX here. Oh, that's a fat rip. That's a rip and a half.
No, two rips.
Yeah, I've got a dog, man.
Confess. Who's CCX?
Can I download Siege? I'm actually pretty good at Siege, man.
Who's CCX?
Mooney, my day's good, man. My day's good. Once this is over, I'll go and get my dog because I think she's next door. See you later, Daniel. I'll show you boys. Show you boys my dog if anyone's interested, man. Yeah, Johnny keeps sweating. Johnny's Johnny doesn't have a filter, which is fine. Fox, that's you know.
Folks about it.
Luca.
Oh no, that was only
Oh.
Maybe it's me, it's just spelled Buzz.
I don't think
Foxy
so.
doesn't, and he gets banned from social platforms a lot, which is quite funny.
Nah, I don't want the fucking bike.
What's going on here? We're waiting to get into this dealership over here because we wanna buy this Hellcat thing here,
Maybe he fell asleep.
which is really nice. Oh mate, I really want a Cocker Spaniel, a black Cocker Spaniel. I'm so too about yours, man.
Daryl,
Yes?
you can go inside.
Have I tried GT Online? I have. I've got a friend who can mod it for me. So I think if I was actually going to play it properly, I'd just get it modded. Yo, guys, how many likes are we on now? We've got 51 viewers. We've got 50 like supporters. Let's see if we can get that to like more than the amount of viewers, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'll go and get my dog in a minute. Have I still got my full cam here? No. There we go. We've still got it, man. We've still got it. The copy on a kid as well. The copy on a kill what, mate?
Keep an eye on your custom if someone's running his signs.
You love the live, thanks, man. You got permit from online. Did who say something racist, man? Top 3 people. Sassy. I'll check my DMs, hang on. There's loads, man. Nolan, Sassy, and... just Seffi, probably. From a like a video content perspective, there's a lot of really nice people on Redline there. Like Foxy's on here. Foxy, Raj is around somewhere. Bass is cool. Lemon's cool. There's a lot of nice people. But if I had to pick 3 best ones, it'd be Nolan, Sassy, and Jojo probably. It used to be Miles. I used to roll with Miles a lot.
Arthur, you can go inside.
So those 3, man.
Oi. Are you just here?
Charger.
Fell asleep, man. I slipped over. She fell asleep. I slipped.
Did you see that on?
Sold out. I heard you.
See what, man?
Silent. Stop talking.
Silent, you were literally told not to talk, man. Anyone else in the line can talk except for you. Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah, Silent, bruh. Stop talking. Silent, how was your day?
Did Miles get banned from Ruby? I need to talk to him about that.
Wow, you know it's kind of rude not to talk back to someone when they ask you a question, right, Silent? It's kind of rude.
Ruby's making all sorts of wild moves at the minute, man.
Wow, the disrespect.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Fuck.
The charger sold out. Try your car.
That is the last charger wide body, everybody.
Oh, so we're gonna get
Ricky's done, man. Ricky's done.
Alright, Ricky's out.
There we go. Yeah, I mean, fucking Ruby's been doing a lot of weird stuff, man. A lot of weird stuff, and Jonah, I mean, I'd like to, I want to support Toggle, but there's a lot of weird stuff going on there, and there's a lot of bullying as well, and also there's a lot of people, on purpose DDoSing people and getting away with it. They're publicly DDoSing in this. It's a weird one, man, and they're protecting somebody that how the fuck do you say it, man? So okay, there's not an easy way to say it. I don't think there's not an easy way to say it, but that they are currently actively protecting somebody that sent a picture of his naked butthole to an 18-year-old lad sent this picture to a child. Nah, Tesco, I won't go. I'm not going to go into your bit. I'm going to go into a bit that's publicly thing, man. And it's just a bit how can you possibly protect that shit, man? That shit isn't right or protectable, and people that stand up to it are getting banned for it. It's weird, man. But yeah, there are actual videos of people in the Ruby Discord DDoSing other people, DDoSing each other as friends just to prove that it works, but then DDoSing other people. And also it's just weird. Anyway, boys, I'll tell you what we're gonna do, yo. There's 63 of you in chat. For those of you that don't know, I've got a puppy. Her name's Evie. She looks like this but older. This was Evie as a baby. If you guys want to see Evie, I'm gonna go and get her now. If let's put enough let's get some smiley faces. Yo, just stick an emoji in chat right now. Just spam some emojis if you want me to go and get Evie, and I'll go and grab her in a minute. All right. If enough of you fucking emoji, you know. While I read my DM for Miles. Okay, there's plenty of emojis there. Right, keep those going. I'm gonna go and get her, and then Miles has just replied to me. Once we're back, we're gonna watch the video that is the reason that Miles got banned from Ruby as well. So that's gonna be really funny. Just give me 2 minutes, man. I'll go and grab her. I mean, she's next door, so by 2 minutes, I mean 2 seconds, man. Yo, I'm back. I needed a drink as well. There we go. Oh my goodness, you are so heavy now. Hey, look. It's stream. I know, big girl. Hey, Togs. How you doing, man? Yeah. Oh. There you go. There she is. Love you. Yeah, Toggle. We're gonna get onto it in just 2 secs, man. We're gonna get onto it in just 2 secs, my guy. This is so this is my little baby. Mwah, love you. Right. I'm just gonna put it back downstairs. 1 sec. There you go, we're done. Right, what's going on, man? Okay, cool. Right, hey. Toggles, so outside of the Tesco shit, there's the fact that a member, I mean, mate, I think he's even one of your friends, man. Literally an adult. He's an adult man. He sent a picture of his, he sent a fucking, like a nude to a minor. And that's just fucking weird, man. Yo, we're not. Yo, you boys. You guys aren't. Wait, you want a VC on stream? Do you want to do it on stream or do you want to do it off? I mean, the finish of the Valorant game. Alright, cool. Well, we're gonna watch Miles' video in just a sec. Yo, Revenge, appreciate you, my boy. But no, the point is like that picture that he's got and the minor almost shows off. It's just weird, man. Toggle, if you want to do it, man, we can have a talk about it. Yeah, no, I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, somebody told me about it in chat earlier, so I found it. And you haven't seen the photo? Oh, mate, it's fucking rough. I'm surprised Virtual uses it as his, as the background of his fucking like webcam green screen thing. It's horrendous. But when you've got somebody that's doing that. With the stuff that you know has been said elsewhere and the other stuff that I don't want to go into, when you've got that and you've got a bloke that sends pictures of his arse to children, it's just fucking weird, man. Especially on a server that's that age. But anyway, right, let's watch Miles' video. ESB controls Ruby. I spy with my little eye. Always. Did he really just say that? Did he really open that with? Disband, suspend permanently. ESB. You're not for starters, but yes. We do not care. I spy with my little eye. Always running with fear in their eyes. Whoever gets caught, they're gonna get diced. What you know about jumping off 125. Swing my blade while I'm aiming high. Made about 8 man run off and hide. The walking stick got brought on the ride. Better use them legs, that's word of advice. N22 got dead, so gang said fuck all of that. Let's scare on a 9, so we scared when a 9 and 4 got knifed. The man's really beefing, nervous guys. On my life, if the whack didn't jam, that would have been ganged and fastest ride. Jubby just dipped that down on a glide. He's got about 9 man cotch in his knife. The ops had kids and they don't catch K's. They ain't touch one of my mates. I'm on a block with a Rams on my waist and the ops get spot, get sent down quick. OV, we don't do it for the fame. We just rise up and we turn man's page. You can send out what shots you want, but them shots. I mean, but the thing is, right? There's nobody here, is that? The thing is, with regards to this video, right? This happens a lot on places like NoPixel where cops like will get trapped in alleyways and just get lit up and stuff. To yo Toggle, in no world do I like I'm asking you to do this. If you want to, then we can go through it in front of these people. Or we can do it offline, man. It's completely. We could discuss it over a game of 8 Ball Pool if you want to instead, or we can do it right now. Like, I don't mind either way. You definitely want it. Okay, cool.
Won't hurt 'cause them shots they're fake. I name one guy that you touch my batch. I name one guy that you put in the grave. Are you going insane? SJ only runs and the boys in plane. Kermit got man on the mains and his freedom's good 'cause there weren't no face. And most man started over D sides, but they switched sides 'cause they weren't OJ.
Fuck the judge gave Boogie a mad thing, it's a mad thing. 20 years on the landing. Do you guys really think we're ramping? Black top 5 my.
Hey, yeah, what was that cop carrying the other cop then? Why was that cop carrying the other cop?
Mates on the gang thing.
Yo, Serial, that's enough, man. It's enough. I'm totally neutral. Like, I plan to continue making stuff on Ruby, on Redline, on NoPixel. If Toggle wants to explain his point of view to you guys, then that's cool, man. But we're not going to say anything like nasty or derogatory to him or the server. The only people you can say nasty shit about is the one that's sending like pictures of his asshole to minors, because that's weird.
On the up block with Broski camping, trying to shank him, more corn from the hunting. This bad bee needs to get to banking, bill on my phone non-stop on a ganting. I was on a glide when the match kept jamming, cock it, lean back, which robo tan him. Is he a pirate?
Chef up, Boogie B needs to keep his head up. My family, my bro, my brother. Stainless steel on my gloves are leather. Run man down, pitch man don't get up.
I'm trying to crank man's face, that's hashtag nasty. I swear I ain't lost it on.
Yeah, bro, well that's what you get for shooting, bro. Get banned.
For the whole.
Hang on, what? Hang on, so. Oh, okay, I'm not too bothered with talks, to be honest. So, to confirm, right, this cop's dead, and he's saying, yeah, you're gonna get banned. What? What's this cop doing? I mean, I'm scrolling through it. I will see, man. I don't really care. You children, oh man, this kid. Yo, Toggle, where are you, man? Let's talk, man. Let's talk. I'm so confused. Are we here? I mean, whatever. RJ wants to talk as well, man. I can ask. Okay, so we've got. Okay, so boys, what we've got here is we've got a call. We've got a call with RJ and Toggle. Also, low-key Miles has asked if he wants to join. But yo, boys, as soon as this turns into a, like, let me set some ground rules, man. Let me set some ground rules. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put a bit of this on, and then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna set some rules with you boys in chat, yeah. So yeah, so I'm saying, man. So I'll be a mediator. If anybody in chat's chatting shit, like pure shit, they're gonna get banned. If anybody goes after Toggle or whatever, then they're gonna get banned from chat. And Toggle isn't gonna go after anybody here. Like, we're just gonna get some facts. We're gonna get, hey RJ, we're gonna get their point of view, and then I mean, boys, we're streaming Redline. We've been streaming NoPixel all day. We're streaming Redline now, and we're just gonna see what the boys are saying, okay? And then nobody's gonna give them shit in chat, and I'm just gonna chill.
Good morning.
Hello, boys. How are we? Let me just check my audio.
Hello.
Yeah, it sounds good, man. Actually, that sounds quite good. I might turn you down just a tiny little weeny bit.
Do you want me to move back?
No, it's fine, man. I'll do both of you. RJ, hey. All right then, boys. I mean, go for it, dogs. Like, I mean,
all right, cool. We'll start with the first part.
Okay,
so
which one, man?
I'm only going to mention 2 names, Miles and Casco.
Okay,
no one else is going to care.
Okay.
Start with Miles. So, the situation with Miles, we suspended ESB completely.
Was it ESB or was it all gangs? Because I thought it was. I thought gang activity was killed.
Oh no, this was like 2 days ago. This is why this video came out.
Got you.
So we suspended ESB. You've watched. How much of the video are you in? You're in about half. And
I mean, all I've seen is some like loads of people are dying, and it's not
Yeah,
just cops.
and
They're just fucking magnum.
you
And I know
know-
this was a problem before as well.
Yeah, and you know what vehicle they're in, right? They use two primary vehicles, the Zentorno and the Infernus.
Uh-huh.
Both of those are bulletproof if you shoot it from the back. A big majority bulletproof.
Okay.
So if you look at when they're in a shootout, the back will be facing the people that they're shooting.
So the
ultimately,
people
they're
that
power
shoot don't have
gaming
a
heavily.
chance. Okay.
Heavily power gaming. And you can check throughout the whole video that happens quite consistently, where it's just straight power gaming. Alongside that, there's a lot of cop killing that just isn't necessary in their gang. Like, you walk up to them, call them idiots, and they'll pull out guns and shoot you. It's just, it's not expanding scenes. And at first, our original intention was just rid of ESB as a gang, keep the two members in that we were speaking to. But we had a 1-hour discussion, and they did not understand at all how using the back of your car is wrong in any scenario whatsoever. There's about 5 of us in there, and then them 2, and they just couldn't understand it whatsoever. So we let them go with the ESB suspended thing, and then they started shit talking in the main Discord, everything completely. So they were slandering the server, all the gangs, saying that they're all snowflakes, all of this, blah, 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 blah. And it caused a heated argument in the main Discord, or in the main Ruby Discord channel. Told everyone to chill out, no one chilled out. Miles and the other guy, I'm not going to mention his name, they decided that they would like to keep going, so they both got removed from the Discord. And then I went to bed, and I woke up and they raided 4 of my Discords, spam pinging everyone. They raided the PD Discord, my Discord
who was the
bot
kid?
Discord,
I saw
Miles and some guy called Corey. with a duck
Corey,
emoji.
that was the kid that I wake up to like a million pings from in a video
him,
of you.
Yep,
using
him and
God
Miles.
mode.
Him and Miles were spam pinging. And the God mode thing I can easily explain.
Well, you don't need to go in the server, it doesn't fucking matter. So.
I mean, no, regardless. I did a Terminator video the day before, and I used God mode. I didn't shoot at cops, but they were shooting at me with a tank, and obviously it's a big electric thing. And obviously I just forgot to turn it off when I went to bed. So that was my fault. That's why I didn't that's why I RP'd dead straight away after I realized I went over and lied down and did /kill because I didn't realize it was on. He would have lost that scene anyway, so it's like 5 cops around him, so there's no point complaining about that. But yeah, that's the primary reason why Miles has gone. Obviously, him and Corey raided Ruby RP Police Department.
Did Miles do it as well? Because I only had like a ton of pings from Corey.
Yeah, they both did that. My suggestion bot, they just raided a lot of my communities, and I'm not going to let them stay in any of my communities if they're raiding. So I got rid of them straight away. And that was that. Next day the video came out, didn't really care, to be fair, it was pretty funny. I don't think one person found it, like, everyone was saying how unrealistic it is, because I mean, it's not really great RP if you're going around and trying to kill cops. And I've spoken to a few close friends of them, and I recently discovered that they're using macros to shoot their guns faster, because you know a 50 cal does not shoot in 3 seconds. Like, they're spamming it like a combat pistol. So they're actually using macros to make their guns shoot a lot faster. And if you go in a single player world, spawn in the gun that they're using, shoot it, and watch the video that they're using, you can see the massive difference in the fire rate. So that is another reason why he is also gone, is because of the macro using, which no one knew about, but one of his friends told me, and you know who he is. I'm not saying who he is. I'm not going to put him on blast like that. But that is a big reason why he is not allowed back, and that's why he's gone. To be fair, I don't really care about that situation. That's done. Miles DM'd me. I saw the notification, but I went back to it, and he deleted the message, so I couldn't see it. But he also deleted the YouTube video and then put it back up the next day. I don't know. I think he said, like, I do have it somewhere. I think he was just saying sorry. I didn't wait. I'm not going to read it all out because I don't really want to read out all our messages. But you just said sorry. I want to be friends with you. You're a nice guy. I love you. Can't express how much I'm sorry. And then just saying, like, forgive me for what happened. And I didn't get a chance to properly respond to it because, I mean, it was still fresh. Like, that whole scenario is still fresh. Couldn't really just leave it off that much. So that's the primary Miles reason. It's because ultimately power gaming times fucking 10 according to that video, straight power gaming. And doesn't understand how it's power gaming, which is also another reason.
So the power gaming in that regard, was that you saw that in the video, or did people report that?
It was
prior to the
reported
video?
heavily.
What, after the video or before?
No, before, during, after. Them two are probably the most reported people in the whole server, collectively, and we've dealt with them on numerous occasions, but it's never had to be as extreme as this.
Okay.
Like the other thing is too is, and the one thing that really puts the ball in the pit is, for instance, like they were gone, they didn't play for like a week, but as soon as they come back, the reports start rolling in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
and it's also like they're on duty, and then like if Mars was on duty, he would let his friend go away and like let him leave and all of that shit, and then like jail him for like a minute with everything on him. So it's just like a bunch of.
The other thing that was happening too is Miles was leaving, like if he arrested his gang members while he was on a cop, he was searching them, but he wasn't taking weapons. He was deleting their warrants out of the MDW and everything like that. So it was only his gang, and he was just power gaming that too. He was just straight up doing whatever he could just to get rid of the stuff.
Yeah, and we have it all logged as well.
Whether he was taking weapons from the armory and dispersing them out as well, I don't know. But he was doing all that stuff. So anytime he arrested a gang member, he would just leave them with their guns and just deleting warrants, like, for no reason whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's literally the complete Mars situation. It's just excessive power gaming. Technically metagaming when his gang members, he's letting them go on his PD character. But the power gaming like that, I mean, that's multiple different clips, multiple different days, multiple different scenes. It's continuous, and clearly, I mean, he does it in Redline. He's even said it. But the thing that also tipped off is he DM'd me saying like, yeah, I know I admitted to doing it, but it doesn't mean it's actually power gaming. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people know that the back of an Infernus and a Zentorno is bulletproof, and if they're pointing the back
I
at
had
people,
no idea personally, but sure.
I didn't know
it's not 100% bulletproof, but it's very bulletproof. Like it's like there's like tiny holes that you have to get directly through, and it's not easy at all to hit. So yeah, that's the primary reason with them too. And obviously the macros we didn't realize until after, but
I understand the Corey thing. Like the Corey thing was like that was super fucking annoying with the Discord stuff. So give me a sec. Yeah, George, I'm fine, man. The thing is with the boys talking about their serious shit, I don't want to be like pulling faces and shit that can be misconstrued as me like laughing at what they're saying and stuff. So I'm fine, George. Don't worry about me, man. I'm just listening. I'm just trying to
stay mellow.
I'm trying to stay neutral because I don't want anyone to say that I'm taking a side kind of thing. But I'm fine. Okay, cool. And fine. Tesco.
How long have you got?
Mate, I mean.
Oh God, Tesco.
Okay.
Just
right.
give us the high level, man.
Okay, I'm gonna mention a few more names. Well, I'm gonna DM it. I'm gonna put them in this chat. Just tell me if you're alright with it.
Yeah, of course, man.
Those 3 names.
Hang on.
And then I'll explain why the others are banned as well.
Okay, I mean it's super. Yeah, I mean they're the 3 names that I would expect to see.
Okay. So, I'll start off. I mean, it all kicked off randomly, and I didn't actually know about any of it until like a day before. So they've been arguing for fucking a while. I don't actually know the backstory of anything. But you know, like when Virtual hacked Tesco's account, went on Redline, got Tesco banned, all of that. He hacked his...
Yeah, I mean, if that was a thing, man.
Yeah, he hacked his Discord account, got him banned, but Tesco actually gave him the details.
I was going to say they openly used to share shit. So like,
yeah,
if he's logged on without permission, that's bad. But
yeah, and there's been some DDoSing going on between all 3 of them to each other. No one has Ronnie's IP, but Ronnie was booting
Except
Virtual. Ronnie was booting Tesco. Yeah, I have everyone, but
yeah.
That's just because they connect to the server. But
yeah.
Ronnie booting Virtual, Virtual booting Ronnie. No, Virtual couldn't boot Ronnie. Ronnie actually, Ronnie asked for an IP to boot, so I gave Ronnie his own IP, and he actually did it. So that was pretty funny.
That doesn't surprise me because, yeah.
So yeah, that was actually pretty funny. He went
Wait,
off for
one sec, Tugs, one sec. Yo, who's not so watched, man? Who's not so watched in my chat?
That's Miles.
That's okay. So that's Miles. Okay, so Miles wants to say his point. Miles, we can have you on. We can add you. I can talk to you after. That's fine. Jimbo, I'm currently talking to Toggle and RJ about what's gone on Ruby over the last week because there's been some drama and shit. We've gone through.
This is all from my
Miles
perspective,
stuff.
though.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
man,
everyone
of course.
has different views. Like, no one asked for my point of view on the Tesco thing and suddenly thought that we're the bad people, when it's not that easy to just deal with something like that in a matter of half an hour.
Yeah,
There's a lot of. I mean, if I ban him, all the evidence and messages are gone. He can claim that it wasn't him because someone could have the same name, different roles and everything. So there's no hi Jimbo. But yeah. So what was I saying?
So
Okay,
Ronnie,
yeah.
Ronnie booted him. So basically, Ronnie's been DDoSing people, and Ronnie
Well,
he
the thing
gave
is,
Ronnie his
it's
own
not-
IP, and he booted himself offline because he's not very.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Ronnie and Tesco Ronnie and Virtual booting Tesco, Virtual booting Tesco, Ronnie booting Virtual and Tesco, Virtual trying to boot Ronnie but didn't know his IP and asked me for his IP, and then I screenshotted it and sent it to Ronnie. Yeah, basically a lot of them fucking around. As we know, Tesco or them three always are either friends or they hate each other, and then the next day they'll be friends again. I mean, Virtual and Tesco own a server together apparently, but yet they're DDoS. I don't understand the whole thing at the top of my head. But yeah, all that was happening, and I didn't believe that Ronnie actually had a booter. So I DM'd Tesco saying, let me see, there's a lot of fucking DMs. I said, has your internet gone down? He said yes. I said, oh my lord, with XD, and said I thought he was lying. And then
Who's this DM to?
I DM'd Tesco, asking
If Tesco had been knocked offline.
Yeah, and then he said, yep. I said, oh my lord, I thought he was lying. He meaning Ronnie.
So how did Ronnie get Tesco's IP?
Him, I'm not going to mention two names, but him and his two friends gave it to him apparently.
Okay.
I know the two friends, you might know them, but I don't speak to them at all.
Okay.
So I know literally nothing about them whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I haven't given any information away whatsoever. I've literally sat in the VC and watched them all do it to each other. I gave Ronnie his own IP, but I didn't give him his actual numeric IP. I gave him his 127.0.0.1.
So for full transparency, I've seen the screen recording of that that call where Ronnie and where Ronnie booted Virtual and then booted himself. So
Yeah,
there's
pretty
actually
funny.
a screen recording of Ronnie using an IP like booter.
Oh yeah, he definitely, he does have one.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not-
there's a literal screen recording of him doing it, and he knocks Virtual off, and then
Yeah.
knocks himself off. Like, I've seen that with my own eyes.
The thing is as well though is that it's a difference because you can DDoS with the person's permission, and they weren't necessarily arguing. Like Ronnie and Virtual were fine; they were just fucking around with each other. Ronnie did it for like a minute, and that's it. But they were going at Tesco. They were like, "We'll get Tesco in the VC and then boot him off." And then Tesco was obviously, whilst it was happening, I don't know where the pedo part came into. I think he said that once.
I can tell you where it came from, but we'll come on to it in a bit.
Yeah. So all that was happening. I think I went to bed after all that because everyone went off. Oh yeah. Then Virtual ordered something on. Yeah. So Virtual has Tesco's like details of where he lives, and he ordered some items to go to Tesco's house and screenshotted the purchases, and I don't think I can say it on YouTube what they bought, but they bought, Virtual bought stuff to Thingy's house, and then he was screen sharing it. Tesco DM'd him saying, like, now everyone in the group knows my thing, and just for clearance, literally it was just me and Ronnie watching, and I think Ronnie already knew it. So yeah, but the main thing that confuses me is why it has to do with the server. I understand Ronnie is a part of the server. I haven't seen any pictures or anything. It's literally all word to me. Like, I'm getting told this, that. I don't have anything to go upon. I just have words. and with words that it's just he said, she said at that point. I know you said you got pictures, but Tesco blocked me. I never had photos.
Okay.
But the thing of why we're not banning him is primarily because, number one, nothing took place. It's not the server's responsibility. If he reported him to Discord at the time of it happening, it would have been dealt with by now.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a thing for us to deal with. We can't monitor DMs because that's just like if I wanted to drag a random member in and say, hey, can we go through your DMs and just have a look at all of this? We can't do that. That's not a thing that we can do. It's pretty much just invasion of privacy at that point. I've told everyone, you're more than happy to report them, him, them, whatever. I don't care if you want to report them, but we are not going to go out of our way to ban someone when I know what they're doing may be fucked up, and I 100% cannot justify his actions whatsoever. I do not find it appropriate whatsoever. I cannot say that whatsoever. But if we're banning him, that means that Discord now doesn't have evidence to ban him. It's out of our jurisdiction at that point. I've said report him to Discord. I've done that numerous times, and anyone can back up on that. I've DM'd him saying it's literally a Discord issue, it's not a server issue. But Tesco didn't like it, made an announcement on his Discord. I have a screenshot somewhere, give me a second. At everyone, don't join a server called RubyRP, the one which, fuck, my eye vision is fucked. 1 second. Well, I'll just send you a screenshot and you can pull up on your screen or whatever. I'll put it in the chat. I can't read big paragraphs, so I'm just dyslexic pretty much.
That's fine. Yo, calm the chat down, boys. We don't need this fucking shit, man. What's going on? No RP. BT, we're just having a chat with we're having a chat with some boys from Ruby at the minute about some shit that's been going on there recently. I've been kicked from Redline for being AFK. My bad. Is what it is, man. Is what it is.
I put the message in the Discord. I don't know if you can see it. Man. And then I'm sure you've seen our announcement, right? Or have you not seen it? Right. Well, that's what he put, and then that's what I put.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
But with Tesco's ping, he told everyone he has to leave or they have to leave Ruby. I'm not bothered about that whatsoever. It's the fact that all of his members came over and started saying, "Oh, Toggle, you're hiding a paedophile," blah blah blah. It's a civil issue. I can't deal with it. If I deal with it,
so it's
interesting gonna come back to me
because
regardless of what I do. Either way,
there is a screenshot of Ricky pinging everyone in a Discord somewhere, saying if anyone is friends with Tesco, please leave this Discord. And then someone called Devo says, make sure you ping everyone, and then he pinged everyone. I don't know where that is.
I don't know what Discord that's in.
No, I don't know, but I mean, it seems to be like pretty much the same from both sides there. But I think the problem is like with the whole Ronnie thing. So it's no Virtual. I'm gonna put you on blast. Like there's no fucking secret because Virtual's literally showed people that Ronnie has sent Virtual a picture of his arsehole that is on the desktop of his computer.
I don't think he sent that to Virtual.
He has.
Did he send it straight to Virtual?
And he sent him a picture of himself licking his nipple that Virtual now uses as a green screen wallpaper on his webcam when he's in Discord calls. So on that screen recording that you, I'm sure you've seen what you've got.
I haven't seen anything.
Oh, you haven't? I mean,
no, I was probably in it, but I haven't been sent anything. Nothing whatsoever.
Yeah, so that one there that I just sent you is from the same screen recording, and that is a picture that's been sent to Virtual of Ronnie licking his own nipple, which is fucking weird, man.
Yeah,
and
for a little bit.
For a server, I mean, you boys know. I mean, RJ, you might not because I don't think we really spoke much before Ruby, but Toggle, you'll definitely know. I was messy.
That's why I wanted to join in here because I wanted to actually. I've never spoken, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it was. I think you'd like left. You'd given up on Redline literally like the week I started, and then anyway. But I'm massively for the 13+ thing, and it's something that I tried to put in elsewhere. when I was helping somebody else with a server, because there's a lot of potential, a lot of people that really want to be able to RP with some of the bigger people, and a lot of people that want to prove themselves and get the hours in a non-fucking like shit server, like, and actually have a good experience. And like, I was massively for that, but what it does mean is it opens up a massive hole to a community of much younger people. And when you've got somebody that's in your community that has those pictures, and that pushes those pictures to people that are younger than 16, and also then openly DDoSes people using a screen share of people's IPs in your own community Discord, that is not a power gaming or like a metagaming kind of issue. That is a Ruby RP community issue in my eyes. And I think that's where a lot of people are struggling, because he did some weird shit on Redline, and he's done some really weird shit, and people are calling him stuff in the chat that I won't repeat. But I mean, technically in the US, I'm pretty sure that can be seen as that specific thing that you know I'm referring to, which is
and SP, we'll just say you can get put on a list for it.
Exactly. Yeah. So if that was reported, so if somebody took that, found how that image got to Virtual's PC, or Virtual showed that and somebody clipped it and there was something and reported Ronnie, he would be on a list like instantly.
And I understand. I don't justify his actions in any possible way whatsoever.
But his actions aren't in, like, mate, we've all got private Discords, man. Like, I've got multiple Discords, and some of the stuff that I say to my closest people is like Call of Duty 2 and like Halo 1 lobby kind of shit. Like, I wouldn't be caught dead saying it anywhere. But and that happens, man. Yeah, I got a beacon mic taser. It's fucking sick. But in a Discord where there is a community of there's a huge community of people that are under the age of 16 and 18, depending on where you are. There is no way that you can defend somebody that sends those kind of pictures to minors and openly DDoSes in your community Discord. Now, if he's doing it on his own Discord or in a call, and you know he's got, so me and you, Toggle, right? We sit around. Like, I'm screen sharing, fucking, we're knocking RJ's internet off and blah blah blah, and then for some weird reason you record it and leak that, then you sure, like Ruby, we were both in Ruby, we were both in Redline. Well, I mean, we were, but whatever. But that isn't a server issue. But the fact that he's actually doing it and sending the shit, and the shit is visible in your community server, makes it a community issue.
Yeah, and he's not wrong about that, Toggle. I didn't. Again, this is stuff that we didn't know about.
I didn't know about everything. Like, as far as I'm aware, is that it was a DM situation. They're arguing in the chat.
Okay.
So I told him to go to a VC. I don't, because otherwise I'm gonna have to ban all three of them. So
guys,
I didn't.
give me a sec. Chat. I'm just gonna fucking just trust me when I tell you that there's a picture of fucking Ronnie licking his nipple here, and it's fucking weird.
I don't know if you could put.
I'm gonna pull it up on screen.
How do you keep a straight face? How do you keep a straight face saying this?
It's just weird, but like
I'm
gonna run you through it real quick. There is a DDoS window. Let me get man. I can't even fucking look at it, man. It's fucking gross. There is
power wash.
There is a DDoS window of Ronnie doing DDoS and shit. There's Virtual using a weird picture, and there's Ronnie just laughing about knocking people offline, and it's in the Ruby RP whitelisted public voice 1 Discord channel.
Yeah. You know, I did say the DDoS, and I wasn't really a fan of, as an example, when they were asking for each other's IPs. I sent it to each other because I don't think it's really a thing that should be happening at all. I'm not really a fan of it at all. I don't like it, but yeah, I don't justify anything at all. I think at the time, can you check when that was?
There'll be a date on. Let me just pop it back up, man. Yeah, there'll be a date on it, I'm sure. Because it's literally a screen recording, so...
Yeah, it was last night. It's just a matter of when. But shit got extremely heated last night between all three of them. My primary focus was just to get him out of public chat. If you can send me that video, though, or, well, as much as you can, we'll definitely get it dealt with.
So it was 11 p.m. for Ronnie. I don't know what that means for anybody else. But that's just his from
4
his
a.m.
screen
for us.
recording. That's his thing, man.
Yeah, 4 a.m.
But it's just, yeah, it just feels a bit. Oh, Taser, don't worry about me, man. It's my fucking stream. Jojo Miles wants to come in as well. Like mate, I'll just be pulling people in all night at this rate.
Yeah. I mean, as everyone's aware of, though, is that I was never involved in this. So I was pretty much forced into it. I mean, Tesco knows that as well.
But
if it came appropriately instead of it being as it was, I would have been able to deal with it. But it was so full blast on me. And obviously we're having server issues right now with our VPS provider.
Yeah,
Everything's going wrong right now. I've not really had any way to properly deal with it. Especially at that time, I'm the only one awake. RJ is not even awake, so I can definitely deal with it once I get the video. And
there's also
it's gonna be dealt with real
quick. 100%. It's just that I'm dragged into it. That's literally the primary thing, is that I'm dragged in with no knowledge.
Well, you're the owner, of course.
I
know how you feel, man. I know how you feel, but I'm glad we managed to talk. I've just received a bunch of screenshots as well of DMs from Ronnie to somebody, and he's screenshotting following the kid's mom, his sister. He's DMing pictures of the kid and his little sister to the kid, and it's just fucking weird, man. Because this kid's not.
I think that's actually his profile picture.
Yeah, but I mean, why are you taking fucking pictures and?
See, the thing is with Tesco is that Virtual has access to his Google account, which has all of his passwords, and I'm 100% sure Tesco knows. I've told Tesco before.
Yeah, I'm sure, man.
And he's hacked his Facebook like fucking 44 times, but I just don't think Tesco wants to change it because he's always giving him his passwords and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think the way to fix it is if all of us, like me, Tesco, Virtual, me, Tesco, hop into a VC and actually properly discuss it. Because the reason it went so downhill is because he directly put the server in blast instead of trying to talk. He straight said, like, it's straight on the server where we are, like, the first reaction I have to do is clear the server's name because it's got nothing to do with the server. It's purely to do with them two, and they brought it into the server. So that's why it all went downhill, is because it all happened all at once, and I couldn't do it all at once at 4 in the morning with no sleep. But it's something I can definitely deal with in a private call with them and actually watch and deal with it then, instead of getting asked 20 million different things by 20 million different people and all of that shit. Because, I mean, even Tesco knows I've done nothing wrong. So it's all being thrown on me because he was a member. Because it didn't even start in the Ruby VC. They did it in DMs.
Mate, I'm sure they did. And to be fair, I think they've had issues on and off for the longest time as well, because of the the Redline ban and that sort of stuff for Tesco, and obviously Ronnie had like bad feelings towards a lot of people that he didn't see eye to eye with like elsewhere. So yeah, that was another weird one that JoJo's just picked up on at the end of that video that you're gonna watch that you've been sent now, haven't you? Yeah. So at the end of that video, fucking Virtual finds Tesco's mom's email, right? And then
it's because Tesco gives him his like Google account. So
So he goes and gets it, and then he emails Tesco's mom saying that Tesco and his little sister are making porn on the internet.
God.
Whilst in a Ruby Discord.
Who said this?
Virtual said this, emailed Tesco's mom.
Yeah, RJ had a go at everyone yesterday as well.
I snapped out on them.
And obviously RJ has a kid, so when mentioned like that, it's never good for a parent to hear. And he was just like, "Shut the fuck up, both of you."
Well, that's what I told him. I was like, "If you're gonna talk, like you need to take this somewhere else." I was like, "You need to leave this channel. Like you're also doing this in front of like 5 to 6 other like Ruby RP members. Like I don't condone that at all."
It's just the way that it's brought to me. If it was brought to me like, "Hey Toggle, watch this, deal with it, please." Yes, but if it's like straight, "Don't join Ruby," and then we're getting spammed, "You're doing this, you're doing that," I can't do anything.
But at the same time, man, like the whole don't do this, don't do that. I mean, you put an announcement out, Tesco put an announcement out, Ricky was taking everyone to run the Discord. It was just fucking. It felt like a childish back and forth. Like people are just atting as many people as possible to put the other person on blast. It was just a bit.
Yeah. So I mean, I didn't really put anyone on blast. I was just more or less defending the server.
Yeah.
So he put an announcement out, and then people joined Ruby or were members and started spamming everyone. So I also had to get rid of them because it was flooding our chat and no one really wanted it at all. Once I got rid of them, I made that announcement. As you can see, I didn't mention any names, and I was being as punctual and respectful as I could. I tried to bring on everything. The Miles situation I didn't really get involved with because That's more or less just a me and him issue. I'm
Honestly,
I'm more
the
than happy to
whole,
speak to Miles about it in a VC, but I don't think he wants to. I mean,
so
he took it
with
personally. That's why
ESB
it went bad.
With ESB, I know that there are issues from the start because we've been talking about it literally from like the first week. So I can see that could be an issue. And if he knew about the bulletproofness and stuff, it's a bit weird. But
Rachel just DM'd me something as well that Tesco emailed his parents.
I mean, yeah. I mean, this is the thing, man. Like these two are like.
Yeah, they're back and forth.
Yeah, and the thing is, if one of them's like, I'm not for anybody getting fucking banned, but I mean, I'm one for one person getting banned. But if Tesco's gonna get banned for his actions, then surely Virtual has to have the same punishment. Or
it's just more or less how they
Tesco
came.
Doesn't have it.
Yeah. So if it was a respectful way, I could have dealt with it on the spot. But when everything's getting thrown at me with many issues going on, like that's not the only issue that I'm facing right now. The server's down.
Yeah, mate,
everyone's
I'm fully aware.
Everyone's pinging me. When's it up? And I can't do nothing except wait and make tickets of them. So
on top of that, Toggle's getting consistent DMs and whatever, asking what's wrong with the server, blah 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 blah.
I'm on full blast. Like I'm probably the only person getting DMs right now. So, yeah, as I said, I mean, me and Tesco been DMing. I'm gonna speak to Tesco. We'll properly actually watch the video.
Because I tried to speak to them. Something's gonna get dealt with.
Yeah. I'd love for you and RJ like to just when you're done now, just jump in as a call together. Like, I'll leave this call. You boys jump in, screen share, and watch the video together, and react to it at the same time. That'd be interesting to see what you guys think.
I mean, I was there. It's just I don't remember what point because I mean it was.
Toggle, you were too busy watching how you're playing fucking Power Wash Simulator, man. I understand how
it's a very brainy game.
I also have Ronnie muted because of what he says, so I don't hear anything that comes
he has
out of
Ronnie muted 24/7, and all we heard was Ronnie him, but me and RJ were just watching along, talking to each other. We were both talking over each other, two different conversations, same voice call, and we have many spectators that were in there that were listening.
But obviously, I think from the clip, you can pretty much tell who it was that was screen recording it. So don't let anybody else see that outside of you boys and whoever else has already got it, because I don't want people getting fucking heat for because it wasn't Tesco that did it, so yeah, I don't want anyone getting heat for doing that sort of shit. But Virtual and Tesco is just a weird thing. I think it's just they're just being little bitches to each other like constantly, and they're like best mates one day and then not the next, which is
yeah,
weird.
exactly. And you can't like understand what's actually happening because like one day it's super serious, next day best friends playing Fortnite or some shit. So
yeah, exactly, man. Exactly.
Obviously, I mean, Tesco sent me a video. Tesco wants to VC with me.
Yeah.
And then I can actually get it sorted instead of he said, she said. Because I haven't been sent nothing. I've just been told.
Yeah.
Nobody has.
Yeah, none of us. This literally just straight, like at this, and I can't do nothing about that. But yeah, we will get it dealt with today. I mean, there's about an hour left of the day. Depending on how long this clip actually is, it will get dealt with today.
I got all night.
I think more or less people were just trying to bring it onto Ruby. That's what Tesco sent to Virtual's parents.
Fucking hell, man. Tesco.
According to Virtual. That's what... See, the thing is that people were saying it's Ruby. It's not Ruby. So that's what Virtual was telling me. Or no. Yeah, that's what Virtual sent me. I don't know what actually happened to it.
This back-to-back's weird, man. But the fact is, like, so all of these DMs that you've got pictures of and stuff, like I said before, like if me and you had a DM conversation, like I would expect that to stay in DMs. So the fact that those screenshots have been thrown around a bit, like it can't be used really as anything. However, the video that you guys are about to watch literally shows.
Yeah, that will be done with. If it's in Ruby, we'll deal with that immediately.
It's 100%.
You don't even need to worry about that.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, me and Miles were extremely close. If I'm gonna ban Miles, I'm gonna ban anyone. It literally doesn't matter.
Yeah,
like me and Miles were really close, and obviously, it went personal. I can't really do much about it. Obviously, I still like Miles. We were good friends. Hopefully, we can fix out whenever it all settles down. But I'm not doing stuff for me. I'm doing it for everyone else. Like I haven't. I mean, obviously, you're not in like the dev VCs that we're in every day. I do not care about what I want. It's literally we're in a VC. Do we want this? Do people want to use it? Can we add this for people? It's literally everything I do is for everyone else. So we'll work on it. Obviously, I mean, we're all under. I mean, I'm under pressure right now, but we'll get it dealt with. I mean, it's not really got much to do with Ruby RP. It's them two being idiots in Ruby RP, which is what we got to deal with.
Yeah, it's the community thing, man. Like outside
Yeah,
of the community
and
thing,
the
like, there's
server is
not
the
lot you
thing
can
that's
do.
getting the heat from it, which is
Mhm.
like I don't understand why, because I'm pretty sure everyone knows that it's not a server related thing. It's just them to fuck around, and yes, they brought it onto the server, they brought it into me, but yeah, it'll get dealt with. And I see why people ask if I had an ult. I have 2 ults, and yeah, I have I used to be called something else before Toggle. Griff might know. I don't know. Yeah, and I lost the details to it, but I recently got the email back, and I just didn't leave any discords. But I joined back on Tesco's because I was getting DMs that he was slandering the server, and I was banned from it. So I wanted to see what message it was. I mean, I don't really think that's that deep of an issue whatsoever. Just checking what people are saying about the server. I mean, I didn't say anything in there. I didn't DM anyone. I just looked.
Yeah, I got you, man.
I mean, if someone shit talking you and you're banned in their Discord, you'd be curious to go and have a look at what they're actually saying.
I mean, I just find someone in the Discord and say, "Show me what they're saying," and 100 times out of 100 that works. But I know what you're saying. Koshios, I'm not gonna like. That's fucking. It's up to the boys. Now we all know that 5M mods has got free models, but if they keep the cars as limited cars, and then people want to pay to get them into the server, then it's fucking.
I mean, I can explain why we do that.
Well, I don't need you to, man. It's a way of monetizing it so that you can pay for
simple,
the VPS and shit.
It
like, it makes
generates
sense.
income for the server. We can make it more
Wait, is
enjoyable
that
for the
what they're talking about? Is we're using GTA 5 mods and
Wait,
giving
wait,
and
yeah.
not all, some of them are
I
paid
mean,
models. I pay for a lot of shit.
To be 100% honest with you too, the people are choosing their own cars. We're not choosing them.
Yeah, people make a ticket saying, "Hey, can I buy this?" So
Yeah.
we're like, yeah. I mean, we're not telling them like you have to buy this. It's completely open. You pick what car you want. If it's a hypercar, there's rules. You can't commit crime because you're not gonna buy a fucking Koenigsegg Jesko and go rob people. So there's rules for supercars and sports cars, because if you're gonna buy a supercar and then use it to get away with police, that's not what we're gonna deal with. So we do not tell anyone what they can have. We tell people that they have rules with that car. If they want the car, they make a ticket, they buy it, it's theirs.
And to be fair, we have a lot of paid models in the server. So yeah, thanks for that remark. Because I only have like $800 of my own money into it. But
Jesus, man. No,
it wasn't into Ruby though. You bought it for something else, and then we've used it for Ruby.
I can understand where people are coming from.
It's a grey area, but
he's not selling Smoke. He's not selling them, man. It's not like you have to. So okay.
It's literally people want to buy it, they can buy it. It's not like we're telling like the only way of getting a free car is by buying it.
100%. The rule is like, so if for example like Toggle made the decision to charge for you to get into Ruby, he's not allowed to do that. However, if he offers a Patreon that says, yo, if you choose to pay some money here to help me with the VPS and stuff, we're gonna give you a car that's like a 1 of 3 or some shit. Like that's totally allowed. Like every server in the fucking world does that.
And it even says all money goes to the server. I do not pocket a single thing. Like if anyone wants a thing for the server, I'll buy it. I mean, I'm very stingy with it. Like I have to be very okay with it.
Well, yeah,
it's money, but like if RJ wants something, I literally don't even ask twice unless if it's that fucking £150 MLO, then I kind of say no to that one.
I bought everything. Don't even try me.
Like I will happily spend money on the server, and money does not get pocketed. We all put money in every month.
And you can't pocket Patreon money, can you?
I mean, sorry?
You can't pocket Patreon money, can you?
No, I mean either way, it's displayed that it goes to the server. If I'm pocketing,
well, I'm just saying though, like isn't Patreon money, like you can't even transfer that to your bank account?
Yeah, I can. It goes straight to PayPal.
Oh,
it goes
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
OnlyFans, here I come.
Oh. Yeah.
Right now.
A lot of people like don't understand the thing I do, but it's just like no pixel. They're selling whitelist. That's against TOS of 5M. But yet again, 5M is against Rockstar's policy. 5M is illegal.
I think the problem.
A lot of grey areas
I think the specific problem is that you have a channel called Cars for Sale with the car, and then
so that's if someone buys like a 1 of 3, the car's going to be listed, but people can still buy their own car. You don't have to buy them. You can make a ticket and buy your own. Those are just the ones that have spare slot.
But I think advertising the price within Discord, as opposed to like go to the Patreon to see the shit. I think advertising it in Discord is
Patreon, though. That's the thing.
Against TOS.
Yeah, we can't add every card to the Patreon.
Yeah, I mean,
But I mean, obviously, we're always down. If there's any suggestions, we always fix them. We always like anything. We're working on the server every day. So I mean, we used a Google sheet, but I felt like people were metagaming by finding prices and like the vehicle shop and all of that, getting the spawn codes, all that. So we moved it to Discord. But I mean, we're more than happy to work with things that we got. Yeah, I mean,
Got you, man.
if it's that big of an issue, I don't mind bringing it back to the forums. Like, there's no issue on my end whatsoever. I just thought it would be more convenient for us and everyone else.
Yeah, so Sideways says it's against TOS. It's against Discord TOS to confirm for adding a channel with cars for sale.
Yeah,
so
we
I
can
think
move that back
you're.
on the sheet then. That's
I
not an
think
issue.
you're best to say like fucking like I think you're best to do more about like checking out Patreon, or if you want to rare a car, have a look at the Patreon levels and stuff, because then you're not breaking Discord TOS. Because if you break that, then obviously you lose your server, you lose your account, and you lose all your whitelistings. So it's probably
Exactly.
probably
Yeah,
not a good idea.
I'm okay with changing that. That's not an issue whatsoever.
Okay, one sec. Yo, chat. I'm gonna stick a Discord link in the chat here. If you wanna join, I'll join the waiting room. Nobody can speak to each other, so there's been no shit talking in there. If you want to talk next, I'm looking at like fucking Miles, Giuseppe, Tesco. I know all you boys are DMing me about wanting to talk. Just join the waiting room, and I'll pull people in one by one. Sorry, boys. Yes. So I mean, ultimately, outside of the Discord test and shit, because that's your issue, and all the DMs and the emails to people's moms and stuff. I think the video that you guys are about to watch is the big one.
That'll be the decider of what actually happens.
I mean, I don't think
because I didn't know.
I don't think there's a choice, man. I don't think either of you guys are going to be left with a choice.
I already know my choice, and I don't have to watch the video.
Yeah. I mean, I'd go and watch it because it's pretty fun. It's like 5 minutes.
I do want to get a what's it called? Like a backstory of everything. Yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, all it's been until I've seen this video is he said, she said. No screenshots, no videos.
Nothing.
It's literally he said, she said. That's why we've not been able to act upon anything.
Fucking hell.
I think primarily people are blaming the server. It's out of our control until we have this video. It's out of our control. So I mean, I think people just want to take one side and don't want to vote. Don't even want to wait for the other.
They just want to attack. Yeah, they just want to attack. They want to find the smallest problem and then just ruin everything, instead of nicking the problem in the ass. They just want to hold it, keep it secret, and then next thing you know, it's like, oh, well, what's happening? And then it's like, oh, okay, well, nice to know about this a month after it's already been happening.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll look into this video now, and then afterwards me and RJ will decide what we do. Afterwards, I'll call Tesco, and then from there we'll see how it goes. But
yeah. I mean,
I think
if you
people
make
are
a
just
quick decision,
misunderstanding how it is.
If you both make a quick decision, do let me know. If it's a DM or just
Maybe we'll
tell me
make
you
it
want to jump back
within
in.
10 minutes. As soon as we watch that video, we will probably know what we're doing. I'm 99% sure what I know what I'm doing anyways.
Yeah, you already must have, right? You toggle. I fucking. I don't know if you. I'll send you both. I'll send you both thing. So what I've done is I've set up a waiting room for this. There's so many people that want to talk, so I've set up a waiting room. So if you boys join it, you can't talk to anyone, so no one's gonna shit talk each other. And as soon as I see you in that, I'll drag you in, and we can. If you want to talk and tell people what you've decided to do.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a thing that. Oh, I thought you meant all of us discussed. I was going to say, I don't think it's
No. It will just literally.
We'll tell the decision publicly.
Yeah, it'll be you and if you want to come back and because we've got fucking 90 people here talking about it, and we've got a whole bunch of people in chat. If you boys want to discuss it or come and tell everybody in one go what you've done.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely tell you what it is. That's not worry. We'll just work on what we're doing with it.
Okay. Well, have fun. I mean, it's not going to be fun because it's a dog shit video, but yeah,
we'll do what's necessary. Don't worry about it.
Absolutely, man. All right, cool. Thanks for the call, boys. I'm gonna go and fucking speak to someone. I'll see you in a sec.
All good. See you in a bit.
All right, bye, boys. All right, boys. Let me just make sure the fucking. There we go. Just make sure people can't connect to this channel. Cool. Excellent. All right, boys, who do you want to speak to next? So I've noticed Midnight, Miles, we've got Ricky, we've got Sideways. So I think Sideways is going to come and tell us about, Miles got put on blast first. I think Miles goes first. Yeah, I think Miles goes first. My guy.
What is up, bro? This is fucking nuts.
Mate, I never thought I'd be a good drama alert podcast host, but I think I'm doing
not
bad.
This shit is bigger than the Cal the Dragon drama. I swear.
I think I'm just going to do GTA Roleplay Drama Alert from now on and just make a Discord just for that.
Next fucking Keemstar, I swear.
Yeah, you shouldn't be able to now. It should be all good. But anyway, shoot, boy, what you got to say, man?
Right. So like Toggle said a lot of shit. Some like questionably unbelievable shit, right?
Let's stick to just facts, yeah, and we'll burn
Right,
through
yeah.
because we've got people to go through.
Okay, so first one I've got to talk about is raiding servers. Like he was saying that I was spam pinging and all that shit, right?
So I saw the Corey kid do it because I woke
Yeah.
up. When was it? Did I wake up? Or was it like Saturday night when I was in Newcastle? And my phone just fucking
You
blew
fuck
up
off
with
for you in Newcastle.
this weekend. Yeah, I was Saturday night.
What the fuck?
Why?
I live in Newcastle.
No way. Yeah, I was there, man.
Fuck off, you knew that. You knew that.
I didn't know you lived in Newcastle. Otherwise, I'd let you know because I was there with my boys and
Fuck.
we had a really good night. And last time I went to Newcastle, my friend who went to uni there, he was like, "Yo, I'm going to take you to 12 bars. You're going to have 12 different like sets of drinks. There's going to be like loads of really nice people. Like it's going to be really cool. In everyone." So I was like, "Yeah, this time's going to be sick." We got out the taxi, right? And I'm with this guy called Charlie who's from London and he grew up in Abu Dhabi. He like sounds posh and he's so well off, but he's just a really nice guy. Anyway, we got out and this massive group of lads surrounds the taxi and one guy took a disliking to Charlie, and they're dragging him off. He's drunk and stuff, but like within 60 seconds of getting out the taxi on the high street in Newcastle, this one guy's screaming down the road, calling Charlie a homosexual bastard, and it would just set the tone, man. Second bar we went to, this Geordie guy like tats up his neck and his hands, all this sort of stuff. He was with his missus, and as soon as Charlie started speaking, like he was a nice guy. As soon as Charlie started speaking, he just turned hostile as shit. Started talking about how he was privileged and how his family gave him all of his money and all this sort of stuff. And then Charlie, he said something along the lines of, I bet you went to a private school in London when you were a kid or something like that. And Charlie made the mistake of saying, actually, no, I grew up in Abu Dhabi. So it was like, yeah, okay, yeah, that really didn't go down well. Anyway, this guy got really aggro. Charlie went to get a bouncer. He started pushing my friend, my best friend Matt, who's a big guy, and I'm bigger. And we were both sat down at the time, and we both once he pushed him like the second time, we both just stood up and we were like, yeah, nah, fuck this. And this guy backed off hella quick, man. It was great.
Yeah.
But the rest of the night was good, man, until I couldn't get into the last club with cargo trousers on. I was like, what?
Yeah, they
cargo's a thing, man. What are you fucking joking? Anyway, doesn't matter. So yeah. Anyway, I was in Newcastle and my phone blew up, and it was Corey. I didn't see anything from you, so that's the thing.
Yeah.
But you carry on, man. You tell me.
Right, so the raiding server shit, like, I had nothing to do with it. Yes, I'll admit this, I went into the server to chat shit to people because I was pissed off, right? Like, I was really heated about the whole situation. So yeah, I was talking shit to people that were talking shit to me, but I did not have any involvement with raiding the servers. I didn't even know Corey done that. Like, he never told me that.
Okay, so you didn't do that. Okay, fine.
I had no involvement with the raiding of any servers or anything like that, no. I don't know why Toggle said that I did that, because obviously they're his servers, so we would be able to check. But no, I had no involvement with that. Like, I would love to see proof of me having any involvement with that, because I know for a fact there is none.
Okay. Right, boys, Mars, just 1 second, man. So I've just had a DM from Toggle. Both Ronnie and Virtual have been banned permanently from Ruby.
Damn, that was quick.
Now, just to be totally clear, boys, that wasn't my intention. I mean, it was just to raise the point, and there was obviously a lot of shit going on in chat before we started this podcasty drama alert kind of thing. It was never my intention to get people like fucked out of a server, but
I mean, if
it was probably the right thing to do, man.
It was true. Like, yeah, they should.
I mean, it was. I've seen the video, man.
Yeah. That's fucked.
So,
right,
that's what's happened, man. So anyway, go on.
Yeah, so I had nothing to do with the raiding of his servers, and like I said,
okay, yeah. So Toggle's just DMing and said he wants to correct himself and say it was only the Corey kid doing the spamming. It wasn't you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, the stuff that he's been saying beforehand, like, it makes me look like the bad person. Like, half the shit that he said I had no involvement with at all.
Okay, yeah. So to confirm, Toggle said that Miles didn't actually do any of the raiding or the spamming, or I know Reese, or that sort of stuff. But that doesn't mean like obviously there were still like power gaming issues and murdering cops all the time. Which may, I mean, to be fair, like between me and you, like not mentioning any server names that we both play on, but I mean, we're both guilty of it at points. So like,
Yeah.
I can see it happening, and especially when there's a bunch of kids that are crying and you just fucking people up. I can see it happening. So
So
I
the
can't
whole
nail you
thing,
for that.
the whole thing about like me just mag dumping cops, like he made it sound like it was for no reason. Or the reason he said was say, oh, they called us idiots and we shot them.
Yeah.
That wasn't the case at all. So it was like a whole RP background. This is like from the very start, about a month ago, I want to say. So all the PD started running around calling us Eastside bitches and shit like that, and like it's somewhat unrealistic. Like you wouldn't run around to gang members and call them
Mate,
Eastside bitches.
in NoPixel, the PD actively stay away from gang areas.
Yeah,
like
that's what they should do.
So,
like
yep.
they would come down to Grove just to chat shit and expect nothing back, which is, so that's the whole reason we started like shooting cops. I don't know if you got to that bit in the montage, but it was like, yo, it's MacDumb season, bitch, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was from that scenario. So the first cop that we killed was the main one saying it. So obviously that escalated from us shooting him to all the PD chasing us, and then obviously it's on site because we just killed one of their officers. You know what I mean? So they're gonna start shooting at us. So we shoot back. So yeah, the whole thing of that was based around the cop chatting shit to gang members. So I don't want it to make it look like we just run around RDM and cops just blasting for no reason at all.
Which is weird because I know that not you boys specifically, but I know that early on, a lot of one sec, being here. So Elite's giving me elite YouTuber advice. So no, I already know that people were super hard power gaming.
To us, like ESB.
No. So as soon as cops started running around with fucking like 15 ARs and shit, people would just kill them for no reason, just to loot their stuff. I mean, it's not for no reason, but people knew that the cops had all this stuff, and they knew they were easy to kill, so they would almost power game and RDM them just to get a load of stuff. So I'm not saying that was ESB. I just know people were doing that.
We had nothing to do with that.
Hang on one sec. Not really. The reason NoPixel comes up quite a lot is because I spend like 10 hours a day in there, but also like Miles has just said, you've got cops on Ruby that are going into gang territory and saying like shit to gang members. Mate, I was emptying bins in NoPixel the other day. I told a gang member to get shut up and I got killed. And like that's what you expect to happen when you chat shit in gang turf. And if people on Ruby are doing that as cops, that is not valuing their lives and they deserve to die.
Yeah, so
that's
when I was in the admin sit, or whatever they call it in Ruby, they brought that up saying, oh yeah, it's not realistic to kill them for saying that. I was like, bullshit, it is, and that's what would happen. And so
yeah, 100%, yeah.
That the whole montage, I don't know if it was a montage itself, because I remember Toggle saying like
it was
previously
just a
that
fucking clip of video of things, man.
Yeah, so he was saying that, oh yeah, it was kind of funny and whatnot. So I don't think it was solely because
one sec. RJ's right there. So not really. I'm not saying that there's a rule that says don't go and talk shit to Miles in the street. What I'm saying is that as a policeman, if IRL as a policeman, if you go into a well-known gang territory and start talking to shit to cops, you expect to die. At that point, you're not valuing your life, which is a general server rule on every RP server ever. So they're not valuing their lives by doing the shit that they're doing. I'm not saying that there's a specific rule in Ruby that says do not do this thing. There is a rule that says you have to value your life, and in going into gang turf and saying shit to gang members, you are not valuing your life. That's what I'm saying. Sorry, Miles, go on.
Yeah, so like I said, I don't think it was for the montage that we solely got banned. It was, I mainly think it was the fact that obviously the power game, which I would admit to, but I'll talk about that in a second.
So did you know that the vehicles you're using were bulletproof from behind, and therefore you could shoot from in front and kill them, and they couldn't shoot you?
I knew that they were more bulletproof than normal cars.
Yeah, I don't think they're totally bulletproof.
Yeah, you can get shot. It's just a lot harder. But yeah, so I really think it's because the staff in Ruby think that it's unrealistic for us ESB to shoot cops for chatting shit, which I don't think is right at all. But I mean, it's happened. I'm not going to try and get unbanned because they clearly don't like us. But yeah, that's another thing. So yeah, like I said about the power gaming, like I knew the vehicles were.
One sec.
more-
Freddie, go through my Discord in the moderator channel. There's a whole bunch of people that have just joined that don't have the member role. Can you give them all the member role for me? I can't be asked to do it myself. Thanks, buddy. Go on.
Yeah, so I knew, like, the guys I was with that were in the shootouts knew that smaller back windows give us more protection. And I've seen it happen in a lot of servers. I doubt it happens in NoPixel because it's obviously the top fucking server. But most servers that I have been with, like QB Core, that happens. They don't see it as power gaming because you can obviously still get shot from it. It's just a lot harder. I mean, then I brought up the fact that wouldn't cars in general be power gaming because you can get shot. You can't get shot through, like, say a vehicle door. Like, realistically you could, but because of GTA physics you can't. So them saying that we driving around in smaller back window vehicles is power gaming because it's harder to get shot at, that's like saying all cars are power gaming because you can't shoot through the metal on the cars due to GTA physics. So that's like, they the two main reasons I think I got banned, which I kind of get, but at the same time I don't, if you know what I mean.
I get it, man. I can see other people using the same cars. I don't know if it's just I don't know, man. And you've got to remember, boys, that we've watched the video, we've flicked through the video. You've got to Ruby rules are different to NoPixel. We're talking about one specific rule, not value in life, which is a common rule everywhere. We're not comparing the two sets of rules. Not really. We're looking at NVL, which is a standard rule on every single RP server ever. Which is the sole rule I'm looking at, and not valuing your life is doing exactly what they're doing. That's not the point. But your video as well. What people, I mean, we've watched like a 4-minute video, whatever it was. You've got to remember that shit's been recorded over a long time. Like that's not one night of going around just mag dumping cops for no reason as well.
Oh yeah, that's another point that I brought up. He also said that one of the reasons we got banned was we shoot too much, and the evidence is that clip. He brought up I had over 2 days playtime, and that clip alone was too much shooting, which I don't really see, like a 5-minute clip.
You got a 5-minute clip in 48 hours of playing.
That isn't the way I look at it. That's not bad at all. Like 5 minutes worth of shootouts with over 2 days, 2 full days. Of
in Ruby as well, mate. I've witnessed people like just fucking. I mean, I've killed so many people in Ruby for power gaming and just like tackling people and just doing stupid shit, and they're just leaving people cuffed for no reason.
Yeah.
Well, because they've been dickheads. But so no, I don't believe in 48 hours worth of gameplay, 5 minutes of killing cops is massive, especially when cops are almost baiting gangs into killing them, which is.
Yeah, it wasn't just the cops either. Like every person in that server was trying to test these side balls just to get rid of them. Like you can ask anyone in that server and they can vouch for that.
Yeah. I got you, Bella, don't worry.
Yeah, and all the reports, like I've just saw in chat, like someone was saying, we got so much reports, and Toggle also said that was due to the fact of that was mostly PD, like mostly PD that we were shooting. Obviously, I've already explained the reason behind that. I just don't think that all the PD that got in that shootout knew the reason. And why are we shooting, even though we did initiate and stuff like that?
I mean, I did used to notice on Ruby that the PD turnover, like not of people quitting, but of people coming onto the server and getting off, was quite high. So if PD are getting on and off and they don't understand, mate. But the same thing happened on Redline with ESP, is that like you'd have a scene with a bunch of cops and then a new cop would get on and get killed straight away, and they don't realize that they're like fucking balls deep in a big scene elsewhere, kind of like that's been going on for a long time. They would just see it as ESP as shooting at cops, which they weren't because it had been going on for a while.
That's where the majority of the reports came from. Like, I think it's just down to the cops not fully understanding what's actually going on, or no one said that this is going on.
I can see that personally happening.
But yeah, like also the macros. He was saying that we use macros to like tell me about
that.
Make us shoot faster. Like, what the fuck is that?
I don't know, man.
Like, I'm really not that sad to install hacks and cheats just to fucking get a dub in a scene. Like, I'm pretty sure you would know that, right? It's just wild to even hear.
Mate, I mean, I know you, and you know me. Like, we don't need to use macros to shoot people in the face. Like it fucking works, man.
But the fact that like Toggle and like made that public in general chat and Ruby without any evidence to back it up. So he's, the way I'm looking at it, he's trying to make me to be the bad guy in the whole situation.
Big T, ask me that question again once I finish talking to Miles. I'll answer it. Be an interesting one to answer, actually.
Yeah.
Yes. Just small percentage of people who interact. I mean, it's a weird one, man. And so what are you going to do about your ban? You say you're not going to appeal it, no?
Nah, I mean, the whole server doesn't like us.
Okay.
We think as like Purple Gang that it's down to they can't get us. Like, we were like, I'm not trying to fucking boast or anything like that, but like we were like 2v10 corps. Probably down to the fact of the vehicles we were using, but it could have worked, like being worked around, like if the PD like worked together or some shit to like get us boxed in. Like, it's the front window on those kind of cars are fucking huge. Like even the side windows. It's just the back windows that are really small.
Yeah.
So also I don't think many reports would have came in if they were able to down us and stuff like that.
That's one thing that I've noticed on multiple servers is that you will only ever get a report if the person reporting loses the situation and has to sit there and has the time to report. Otherwise, people don't.
Yeah.
People just move on with their lives. If they win, even if it was a scuffed scene or somebody's cheated or power gamed or whatever, if you win, you just move on. So you're only ever going to see reports if you get if you lose.
And
like, that's something that's consistent fucking everywhere, man.
Yeah, that's why we had so many reports, because like we rarely went down or like got caught or stuff like that. But yeah, it's just madness, the whole situation.
So moral of the story is that you're not coming back. Do you agree with the power gaming ban?
The power gaming side, somewhat. Because obviously if the back window's small, it's going to be hard as us, the drivers and passengers, to shoot back through it. But I don't fully agree with that being the main reason why I'm banned. Like, obviously there was a few others which have already proved my point, which I don't think's valid. So the only valid point for a ban, in my opinion, is the power gaming one, which to some extent isn't too bad. Like a reason to get banned.
So for me, if the cops know, again, it comes back down, like, personally, I think it's the cops, man. If the cops know that you guys are on a rampage or they've said shit and that you're going to kill them, they shouldn't be following you down alleyways and shit, knowing they're going to get shot.
Yeah.
Like, that is not, that they are trying to win. No, not really. That's not what we say, man. The stuff are fine. Like, don't worry. They've dealt with what we've raised tonight. They've dealt with it instantly. So, like, don't worry about it. It just needed to be raised properly. Anyway, I mean, yeah, but like, had they not followed you, like knowing they were literally driving to their deaths and like knowing that you were like 4 up in the car and going to shoot one cop, had they not have just driven in one by one, surely, like they wouldn't have died, and therefore they wouldn't have reported it, because they wouldn't have lost, and then that issue that is there wouldn't have been there because they've died.
Yeah.
Weird, man. No, Miles is permed. From Ruby. Okay, man. Well, sick. Well, I'm glad that Toggles. I'm glad that you've told me, and Toggles also DM'd me about the whole raiding thing and all that sort of shit that he said was you, but actually wasn't. So it turns out that it's just the constant shooting and the air quotes power gaming. But as we've said, man, if the cops valued their lives and didn't try and take you on one by one when you're 4 up in a car, then we wouldn't be in this position. So
yeah,
weird, man.
Do you remember what he said about Redline? Because he mentioned Redline and something that I had something bad against me from Redline that I used in Redline. Like, can you
no idea, man. No idea. I think there's a line with macros. I mean, we all use macros on Redline for like carrying and cancelling and all that sort of shit, and that's known. Like, everybody knows that. Everybody uses them. So I don't think that's a problem. And I've never seen anybody use a 50 cal pistol, because I don't think you can in Redline at the minute, or you might be able to. I don't know. I have to double check. I only ever use combat, and I've never seen anybody shoot like an AP pistol from a combat pistol. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Hey, Dark, thank you, man. So I don't really know what he was getting at with them, But fuck knows, man. Fuck knows. I mean, you're still in Redline, so it can't be that bad, man. And you're widely liked there, so I wouldn't worry too much.
I just don't like the fact how he was trying to make me out like the bad guy, like obviously putting in public that I use macros and shit like that to improve my shooting without any evidence. He was also he was just flaming me like and trying like get to me in general chat when I was banned, when I had no access to the Discord. He was
this
like
was
saying,
in the Ruby general chat.
Ruby general chat. He was calling me a boohoo bitch, fucking calling me out for using
And we're talking about
macros. Toggle. I've got screenshots of it all. It's just fucking wild. Do you want me to send you them or?
That's fine, man. I believe you. I mean, you can send them over if you want. I mean, I'm compiling a fucking DM, an inbox full of screenshots of shit right now. But I mean, it's up to you, man. I mean, I'll probably won't put them up on screen, but I'd have a look at them and see what the crack is. But yeah, it's wild. But I mean, at the end of the day, man, if you're not going to go back, if you're not going to go for the unban, okay, so what would you do if Toggle's watching this and he, like Toggle sat there and think, you know what, actually, the PD shouldn't have followed this 4-up car down into an alleyway. They shouldn't have kept dying, and had they not have kept dying and actually valued their lives, then we wouldn't have this whole power gaming thing, and it wouldn't have actually been reported, and therefore an issue and Miles wouldn't be banned. So actually, what we're going to do is unban him. Would you come back and play?
Probably not, from the sole fact that no one in the server likes us anymore from what has been said. Okay. Like, without us saying anything, like, it was all, like, someone else saying something about us. So then, yeah, I wouldn't go back.
Fair enough. What's your plan outside of Ruby and, I mean, it could involve Redline. What's your plan for content and shit? Because you were getting really into it, and then you took the Facebook thing, and then you discovered girls in Newcastle and going out and shit. So, like, what's the plan, man? Because I see your robbery stuff, and I see your your videos that you put on Facebook. I get notifications for all of them. So, what are you doing? Where you go next?
Right. This is probably first news to you, but I went out of the contract with Facebook.
Okay. What, completely? Like, drop the whole partner thing? Okay.
Just for the reason of, I don't want to make it sound like it's all about money, because it's fucking not, but the money I was getting from Facebook, for it to be completely cut off, I've had to get 2 jobs plus college, and it's far too stressful to continue with the other contract.
I know the feeling, man. From. Yeah, makes sense.
So yeah, I've completely stopped the Facebook stuff, but with regards to YouTube, I'm thinking about coming back soon. With someone else. I don't know if he wants me to mention him or not, so I'm just not gonna at this point. But if something happens with him, I'm gonna start making content with him, and like instead of
if you had to describe him in one word, would you say he's Irish? Yes, that sounds sick. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think pretty much anybody that's an OG will know exactly who we're talking about now. So unlucky.
Yeah.
And are you coming back to Redline to do that?
Yeah. So the plan is, I'm going to verge away from the content I used to be making, which was basically just chasing a lamp on PD, like watching them do this crazy stuff, and like try and verge off and do our own thing. We were thinking more of like the criminal side and like some like just funny videos that isn't extreme.
Yeah, so nobody does it, man. I always thought it would be cool to see some actual Redline passive stuff, especially if you could incorporate the gang stuff in there and actually have video evidence and prove to like admin staff and whatnot that the gang stuff. I think Andy actually, who's in chat right now, made a suggestion that gang RP should be allowed like 24/7, but you should only have like violent days on the current gang RP days.
Yeah,
because then you can continue your story during the week, and there's no reason that gangs shouldn't rely on each other for doing stuff, and they should always have their streets, their kind of ground, and they should be able to wear the shit. And Taser made the suggestion. I thought it was a really good suggestion, man. And to have the gang RP like story running throughout the week, but only have a couple of days where you can actually fuck people up. Not that you'd need to use them, man, because if you've had a good week of normal gang RP and you're getting on, like there's no reason to kill each other on that day.
Yeah.
Unless there's actually beef kind of stuff, but okay,
So,
that sounds cool, man. When's that happening? When are you coming back?
Hopefully when he gets back into Redline.
Oh, so he's still banned.
If he gets in, yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, you know what? There may well be some staff watching right now. In my opinion, I mean, my opinion is worth fuck all to a lot of people, but it would be cool to see Miles and Irish do some passive gangy RP shit for videos and not the kind of normal stuff you say. So that would be a cool thing to see, I think. Anyway.
Yeah, like he's put so much effort in, and he really wants to get back, and like he knows he fucked up and everything like that. But...
Apparently, he's already back in.
Fuck off.
Apparently. Mr. Big T said he's already back in. I checked the Discord, man. I don't know. I can't confirm it, but
yeah.
Apparently he's back. I mean, I just think it'd be cool to. I know I did some weird shit with with menu, but like I think if he stuck to the videos with you and stuck to actual like passive like more cool shit, it would be a cool thing to see. And it would be. He may be in, but he may not be whitelisted. I don't know. But anyway, right. You got anything else to say, my guy?
Not really. I just hope that everyone that was watching like understands that how I was not trying to be the bad guy in the whole situation, or was I even? Like, you know what I mean?
Yo, chat, have you boys got any questions for Miles at all before Miles gets kicked, like moved out of the Discord thing? Oh, there you go, mate. We understand you. Who wants to actually talk about the situation, whether it's from a Redline or a Ruby or fucking anything perspective? Who actually wants to talk about it? Join the Discord and actually fucking come and talk, man. Anybody can talk. As long I don't want to talk to people about random shit. If you've actually got something to say on the situation, come and talk. Crazy has. Okay, cool. All right, sweet. I mean, there you go. You pretty. You've got a lot of people supporting you and shit there, man. So anyway, I look forward to seeing you back in Redline and stuff hopefully with the other person and doing some cool shit. And I'll come and fuck about once he's got his member role.
Right.
Oh my god, cool. If you think of anything else, just let me know, and I'll drag you back, or I'll raise it, or whatever. But I'll catch you in a bit, brother. Thanks for joining.
Right. See you later, bro.
Peace. What do I think of the? Okay, let me get this right, man. Let me get this right. Okay, what's the question? Where's the question? Quick question, Griff. What's your opinion on Redline staff? Have you been tracked? That's a proper northern, isn't it? Have you been tracked while considering you're an upcoming? So the upcoming major content creator is not right. It's a bit weird. I've got no issues with the Redline staff. I think they'll do a good job. Invite is expired. I've literally just made it, man. I've literally made it 10 seconds ago. It might be expired because you don't. Fuck, man. Why is that? Hang on. I have no issues. I'd say, like, I mean, I know that. Oh, that's why. Because there's only one use, man. That's my bad. So my only issue, if I'm being, I know, like, my only issue is Klaus, man. Jokes. I just know who's watching. I know that there's going to be admin Redline staff in here. I think my only issue is that. As a content creator, and I mean Miles is always correct. As a content creator, I don't believe that personally, from whether you got like 1 viewer or 100 viewers or 10,000 viewers or whatever it is, I don't personally believe that anybody, whether it's like admins or viewers or fans or whatever, nobody should be able to go back through your stream after the fact and clip certain things and get certain screenshots and use them against you. If an admin doesn't see it in game live, or if I go up and IDM someone, right, and they don't report it and the clip isn't reported by the person involved, and it just happens to be somebody that's found the clip, I don't believe that should be a thing, man. Personally, because it puts a lot of people off doing content because they don't want their content to be used against them. Fortunately, I'm experienced enough with Redline and stuff to not be in that situation. But that's one thing that I would change. But apart from that, man, they did their job. They did a job. I've never had any issues with them, apart from like warnings and strikes and stuff. But I mean, I fully deserve this shit, man. Yeah, so I don't know. Big T, does that answer your question? Like, I think they're good. Like, they do their job. I'd maybe like to see more of them, more active in the server, more of the time. That's it, man. And the content thing annoys me personally, but that's all. But for me, it's not going to put me off, but it's going to put smaller people off. Reese, you're not joining voice, man. You can shut up. Wait, so if someone teleports on stream but isn't sitting in game, it's okay? Pretty much, man. Pretty much. I mean, it's not okay. They have to be caught. Virtual, I mean, honestly, Matt, I'd stay away, personally, with you. Yo, that's another thing, right? So, just one sec, brother, yeah. That's another thing with Redline at the minute. There's a lot of talk about torture. Okay, so there's a lot of talk about torture RP, and there's a small group of people on Redline that do this torture RP. Now, I think there's a misconception that what they do is they go around and find anybody that's new in the city, and they will just torture them for absolutely no reason, which I think's a bit weird, man. Like, I don't think that's actually happening. And if it is, what you've just said there, Taser, if there is a suspicion that a group of people are doing a certain thing, it would be cool to see the admins. I'm sure they're doing it, man. They might even fucking be doing it. I don't know. But it'd be cool to see or to know that those guys are watching. I mean, they're not going to tell anybody, but it would be cool to know that they're going to be watching over those specific people instead of trying to ban like torture RP. Because where do you draw the line, man? Like, there's a lot of weird shit about like cutting intestines out that I've seen recently. However, if somebody chats shit to Ricky and then I take them to the top of the dam, shoot their kneecaps off and push them off, have I just tortured them? Because technically some people would say it's torture, some people would say it's not. And if that person then believes that it's torture and I get reported and torture RP has been fucking it's just weird, man. Like I believe there's a solution in the, new people being educated on how to actually report problems, or how to report them feeling how to report them. So new people need to be. Here's the solution, right? To any staff watching, here's the thing, man. So you educate new people on how to report what they should be reporting, and like if they're feeling uncomfortable or they think something's gone weird, they need to be reporting that shit. They need to be clipping and reporting it, and they need to have clipping software, all that stuff done, like out of the way. So that's done, right? And then the admins need to be, I don't want to say more active because they probably already are, but the admins need to keep an eye on the people that are suspected of doing this shit to new people. And if there's no RP behind it, and if they're just fucking with new people, they just need to ban those people straight away, and that will get rid of that. And then we don't need to be banning a whole element of RP, which has been my whole thing all along. Yeah, the crazy series suppressed. You should be able to.
Okay, now I can talk.
Hey, how you doing, my guy?
Hey,
let
what's
me just turn you
poppin'?
down slightly because my Discord's super loud.
Nah, don't worry, bro.
There we go. Yo,
Dog water. Yo,
I mean,
so
I don't really know what this is, man. This was like somebody got banned and wanted to watch a clip, and now it's turned into a big fucking topic of stuff.
Yeah,
so you can talk about Ruby or Redline or whatever the fuck you
yeah,
want, man. I'll just be here to listen.
I'll go straight off of what you were saying with the whole new people thing. You know, being an interviewer, right? I think really it would be nice. Like, I try to do it whenever I do my interviews, but maybe try and get it more in on the Redline sort of thing. We need to, maybe in the interview process, once they pass, maybe we should have it put into our itinerary to tell people, hey, get GeForce experience. Hey, download OBS, get something to clip software. Tell them,
one sec. So, guys, to confirm, sorry, this is Crazy. So Crazy's on Ruby and Redline. Crazy's an interviewer on Ruby. On Redline, he's also
no, I'm an interviewer on Redline.
Interviewer on Redline, and he's not staff related on Ruby, to confirm before anybody shoots themselves. But also he does the tuner shop stuff on Ruby as another thing. So Crazy is literally the interface between people that are brand new to Redline and actually getting into the server. Sorry, mate, carry on.
So,
I should have introduced you to stuff.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know if anybody's noticed or not, but I guess if you're applying to Redline currently the whole whitelisting department's kind of going through a whole new thing. Like we completely redid applications. Like if you've noticed now.
I haven't seen because I got my tags removed a few weeks ago.
Yeah, there's no longer an hour requirement to get into Redline.
Which I don't believe that ever should have been.
No, there never should have been.
It's too easy to farm them and leave them open and go and do drift servers and shit.
For example, whenever I first tried to get in, I got denied my first time for not having the 75 hours of Redline, or not of Redline, of 5M experience.
Yep.
But I had over 3,000 hours of RP experience total, right?
Yeah.
So, in the way having an hour requirement for 5M specifically, I think there shouldn't be an hour requirement, but there should be an experience requirement, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You shouldn't go into Redline having no RP experience whatsoever, but saying you have to have a certain amount of hours on 5M when people would literally just sit in the menus, farm
Yeah, 100%.
hours.
Yeah,
It never really worked out anyways. So like, you know, being kind of that little interface between when people are first getting in. If anybody in chat, like, you know, I don't know if anybody's that's either in or trying to get in or something like that and wants to give a like any suggestions on how we could maybe make things better, I guess. That would be one way to talk about it. And that's just like to finish off like what you were saying with the whole when people first get in, the torture stuff. I think, like I said, maybe we should get into talking more about, hey, if you've never been into a whitelisted 5M community before, maybe get a clipping software, something like that, something that you can, you know, defend yourself with. Because if you go and you make a report, hey, I've been RDM'd, but you have no proof, there's nothing the admin can do about it.
100%. So I actually spoke to Cam about it on Sunday morning, and we were talking about putting together a guide. You know how we've got the getting started for Redline, there's a bunch of guides and stuff. It's just a more concise version of that, saying like, yo, first thing you do, get your clipping software. Second thing is, if you get this or this, then you need to report the shit, because the only way the server's going to get better is if people are reporting things and not letting this stuff carry on. So yes.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, it's crazy. You know, it depends. And also when it comes to like doing the like interviews and stuff like that, I have a lot of people like, I guess I'll make this known here. Just because like there's some people I've been messaged this before. I've denied someone and they think I have a vendetta against them. Just because like you were denied or something like that. Like, you know, it's something that's very serious. You know, at the end of the day, you're talking about, I mean, I hate to say it, but Redline's more content related than other servers I've been in. Or, you know, like I'm all, you know this, Griff, I'm in NoPixel too. I have no prio and it resets at 1 a.m. my time, so I can never get in. But I've been in it 2 or 3 times, and it's just it's a whole different ball game depending on what server you're in. There's 3, you know, I'm currently like an active member, well, quote unquote, if I want to say active, of 3 different communities. You know, Redline and Ruby being the 2 biggest, and then you have NoPixel, and they're all 3 geared towards different things. So a lot of the you know, it's really hard to say, hey, you're gonna enjoy this, or you're gonna enjoy this, or you're gonna enjoy this. At the end of the day, every server is gonna be different, so you don't know what it's gonna be like until you're in that server. And I think with the way like the whitelisting process goes in Redline, it's probably going to be different. Well, I know it's not probably. It is different than, say, other servers. And one of the reasons it is different is we have to be aware of, we have really big fanboys, you know, of content creators, obviously. So, you know, our process of whitelisting is going to be different. And just because you were, you know, say you didn't know the rules or you didn't know the RP terms, we don't have a vendetta against you. It's just our, like, 80% of the people that get into Redline are from the videos, if I'm going to be honest. And if we have people over here ruining that opportunity, it can kind of kill the community. So in that way, we're probably a little more, you know, it's not a probably, Redline is more strict than most communities in getting in. And with the fact that not only do we have an application, we also have an interview. And one of the, like I said, one of the main reasons for that is to protect the content creators and stuff like that, because Redline is more content based, whereas you have a server like NoPixel, which, yes, it is content based. We can all agree. So many people get into NoPixel and they're like, I'm going to start streaming, right? I'm going to blow up. It's not the case. It's never going to be the case for everyone. So, of course, it's going to be a lot harder to get into NoPixel. But at the same time, NoPixel it has a way different community than Redline. They're both hard to get into. Redline's a little more content related. NoPixel's a lot more realistic, right? Does that Does that make any sense?
It
And
does.
then-
I don't agree though. I thought the no pixel application was easier than the Redline one. But
I mean,
so
yeah, at the-
yeah. So hang on one sec. So
Mhm.
Havoc. I mean, we've covered this. So basically, right. So everybody that's just joined us, we had an issue. So we were streaming earlier. We were just in the queue for UEM trying to buy cars, and then something kicked off about Tesco and Miles being banned from Ruby. So we got talking about that, and then obviously Toggle was made aware that we were talking about that. So he jumped in and said, "Can he have a word on stream to try and clear stuff up?" And then it's turned into a whole thing about why Tesco is banned. Ronnie T and Virtual have both been banned from Ruby. Now Crazy's talking about the application process for Redline. In fact, Havoc. Now that you're here, we were talking about. I mean, to be fair, you can rewind it because I was actually saying how cool the stuff are, but we were talking about specifically the torture RP, and the reason we got onto new people is because we've all seen these torture RP things, and I'm totally against a whole type of RP being banned when it's a small group of people that have an issue. So the way to fix it, in my opinion, that me and Crazy were just talking about, is to educate the new people and say, yo, you need a clipping software, you need to know how to raise tickets, and you need to raise tickets for rule breaks and for things that make you feel a kind of certain way, so we can look into them with evidence. And then once they've been educated, if these people that are accused of taking new people hostage and cutting out their guts and all that sort of shit do it, then they can be dealt with, they'll be banned. I have no doubt that you guys will be fucking those guys off straight away if they're making people feel uncomfortable and stuff. And also if they're targeting new people with no RP behind it, just get rid of them as well. But until these new people actually back themselves, then there's nothing that can be done. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. Oh, I think my music's gone off. Crazy, just give me a sec, man. No, it's got to show the boys this microphone. Okay, so yeah, why is my chair falling to pieces, man? Right. So boys, this is the Beacon microphone, right? So Beacon are an amazing company. This is their little mascot. They the people that work there made the original Go XLR. Okay, so this is their microphone. As you can see, it's a USB microphone, and it sounds cool. It's just like the Shure SM7B. Build quality is the same. It's all the kind of shit, right? But what's cool about it is, you've got your big Go XLRs and stuff. This is the Beacon alternative, right? So this is what it looks like. So this is called their Mixed Deck Create. Show us the mascot. It looks like this, man. It's cool. So on here, oh shit, he just fell off. So on here, I've got all of my channels, and what I can do, nothing, Rob. So on here, what I can do is I can switch between what I can hear myself, so I can change all of my channels like you guys can with your Go XLRs. But then if I press this button here, I can now hear myself, so I can hear exactly what you guys can hear. And I can hear that there's no music on, so I'm gonna just change it real quick. Let's do that. Okay, cool. But yeah, it's all on this interface, and then you literally just say game goes to the game channel, audio goes to the audio channel, and it's really, honestly, it sounds amazing. And the fact that you can instantly hear the different audio. So I hate doing this because I can hear myself. But I can hear myself now. And then I can just go music, turn that right up. That's fucking gross. And then I can literally turn it off so I can hear what the stream can hear, and instantly switch back to me being able to turn my own stuff up and down. So honestly, it's fucking sick. So yeah, so they do a create one for creators with this little button on it and the live stream bit, and they do a smaller one as well. But it's pretty cool, man. They're a cool team. They're cool guys. So, yeah, this is it. So anyway, sorry, Crazy. Yes, it's pretty cool.
Is this live stream sponsored? Because it sounds like it is.
You know what? It's not, but I fucking wish it was, man. I tell you what, it's a really nice piece of kit.
Yeah.
And the interface, I want one, mate. I want one as well. I'm literally just using this one as a demo at the minute.
Yeah.
Hang on. This is the software. This is the software. So I can literally change all of my shit and all of the knobs as well. All of the little knobs, turn the stuff up on the software from here. I can mute by just tapping and stuff. But then what's really cool is in OBS right now, you guys are listening to one channel, and the one channel is the audio mix. So the audience mix. So I decide, I can literally just turn off the music, and I can literally just turn off the chat like this, so you guys can't actually fucking, it's pretty cool, man. But I can do all that from all the stuff. So But yeah, so that's that. Can I do crime now? You know, I'm just vibing, man. It's pretty cool. Elite definitely should get permed. Go on, Crazy, go for it, man. What are you saying?
Yeah, no, but RJ, basically what I guess what I've noticed, because I guess probably my, if you would like to say my rose-tinted glasses from being in the whitelisted department, a reason there's so many rules in Redline that I've noticed is from people applying is they're there for a reason, because we have a, you know, and like I said, that goes on along with Redline being a little more content catered, is you have a lot more people that see the content, so they want to do the content. But at the end of the day, 95% of the time, Redline's not a content server, but what people are seeing is nothing but just this fast action, 10 minutes of content a day, you know, whereas it's not that. There's a lot more to do, but a lot of people don't realize that whenever they're, you know, you have a lot of people just wanting to join in for the content, so there's a lot more rules because of people doing that, you know. So you still have a lot of freedom in Redline that I've noticed. You just have to earn it, and the reason it's like that is so that a person that's been in Redline for 10 days can't just come in and mess up you know, a whole video or something along that nature. Whereas, like, it is a little more strict, but what I guess I've been in there 2 years now. I've noticed the RP has changed, other things have changed, but also at the same time, I feel like you can still do as much as you used to be able to. It's just, it's a little different, you know. You have to get your pilot's license. You have to, you know, there's the, now that I'm gonna mention, yeah, no, I understand, RJ, but you weren't allowed to do anything. It's changed a lot with the whole junior senior roles. You have more permissions, and the reason that I've understood that those are there is because it gives people more freedom, but the reason that there's role restrictions behind it is so that somebody's that hadn't been in here 2 or 3 days, you know, 2-3 days, 2-3 weeks, 2-3 months, as some people can't just go in and just ruin everything.
It gives people things to work for as well, though, man. It gives people things to work for, and it means that you have to keep your RP at a certain level to attain these things. And if everyone could do it, literally everyone would just join day one and just do Hitman RP, and everybody would leave because everyone would be sick of it.
Like, I got my roles, and I got my junior member, and I didn't do a single crim RP that got me that got compliments. Not a single one of my compliments were crim RP related. So, and a lot of people think that's what you have to do. I got compliments for opening a hot dog cart, opening a fruit stand, you know, doing animal, you know, so if you know how to do it properly, doing animal RP. But a lot of people don't know how to do it properly. So it's, they have all these restrictions, and like you said, it is changing now. Now they have it to where it's coming out with, you can get these guns that you used to not be able to get, which I love that it's changing, and it is in a way changing for the better. You know, we have more freedom now than when I joined 2 years ago. You had to directly ask an admin if you wanted to spawn props in, instead of, you know, like now if you have, like I said, if you're a junior member and instead of having to DM, say, an admin and not get your response, if you're a junior member, you can get these props and spawn them in without having to ask an admin, depending on what it is. Sure, sometimes you do have to get permissions, but you don't have to get permission for, say, if you're a junior member, spawning a prop and putting weed in the back of a van and creating RP out of that. Whereas 2 years ago, you had to have the admin permission, right? And then same with the guns. 2 years ago, whenever I first joined, all that was available was literally a pistol. That's it. No, you know, there was no Molotovs, no, you know, no intimidation, use Uzi, stuff like that. But now they have that, and now they're starting to experiment with the assault rifles and the fully automatic weapons and stuff like that. And I think it's a revolving door. Things are always going to change. They're trying to decide how they want things to change, you know?
Well, that's good though, man, because with the changes specifically to the ARs and stuff, that brought a whole load of people back. Whereas if that stuff hadn't have changed and people didn't want to come back and try it, there would have been a whole load of people that just wouldn't have logged back in when they saw that announcement. So if these things aren't constantly changing, then people will get bored and won't come back. But the changes the changes in the auctions and the working for junior senior, all that sort of stuff, give you incentive to return to the server and continue playing and keep the player base at a certain level, you know?
Yeah, no, for sure. But you know, RJ, like I said, like being a member of the whitelisting department right now, the main reason that the hours got removed, it was because not everybody's like Griff said earlier, you can farm the 75 hours, and we had a lot of people were doing that.
I think the comparison that I made was like with the 75 hours, you can literally leave the menu open, or you can sit in a drift server, or you can go on a PvP server and just play for hundreds of hours. Whereas somebody potentially may watch. The Redline videos are difficult because it's very, very content driven, but maybe there are some passive Redline videos or some no pixel stuff, or somebody's like super like grown up watching RP for the last 4 years of their lives and have just hit 16. They know every single rule inside out. They've spent 4 years building a character. They have all of this, not hands-on experience, but they have all of this information and they know the rules and shit. Like I would much rather give the kid a chance who's just turned 16 and never played 5M but knows everything about it than someone that's just played like a drift server for 75 hours.
And like my issue is like I was saying earlier, whenever I joined, I was 17, but I already had over 3K hours of experience or more, and it's because I started when I was 12, but it wasn't on 5M. I started like this is gonna sound really like, I guess, cringe, if you will. I started on World of Warcraft. My cousin got me into that, and that's what got me into the roleplay scene. And then from there, as I kind of outgrew that fantasy, then I went over to Gary's mod for a while, and I had I got a lot of Gary's mod mill RP, if y'all know what that's talking about. So whenever I finally came over and I was ready, I finally discovered 5M. I didn't have the hours, but I had over 3,000 hours of experience, but I didn't have the quote-unquote 75 hours needed, right?
Yeah, 100%.
And like, with what Reflex just said, he says he runs into an issue that he's, trying to come back into Redline and he only sees people selling/buying cars. I will agree with a little bit with that. A lot of people have tried and they've made Redline more of a car-based server than I like to think people think it is. I mean, it kind of is, but you have to, you be the change you want to see, right? Just because you see a bunch of people doing and buying and selling cars doesn't mean you have to. Do passive RP, and a lot of people don't see that RP anymore because a lot of people are, people are complaining about there not being RP in Redline, and I'll flat out say it, and they're just sitting in Legion for 4 hours a day. You have to make it yourself, right? You can't just not do the RP and then wonder where it's at. You have to, somebody has to make it at the end of the day, and if nobody's doing it because everybody's sitting in Legion, be the change you want, right? So, I mean, I guess that's just my point of view. People complain about there not being RP, and then they just sit in Legion.
Mate, there was actually a suggestion around coming back to the whole torture thing. Sorry, boys, I was just in my DMs there real quick. There was a whole thing around torture thing, and this kid was literally like suggesting get rid of it because I've been sat in Legion for an hour and I got took hostage 5 times. What RP in the world are you sat in Legion for an hour, getting taken hostage 5 times? That makes no sense to me at all. It's weird as shit. But whatever, man. It is what it is.
Yeah, no, for sure.
We've got Gramps downstairs, man. We've got Gramps downstairs. Should we make this a Redline? Should we make this a Redline room? Yo, Gramps.
What's up?
Yo, stream. So we've invited Mr. Dr. Legend himself, also known as Gramps in Redline. If you saw my recent video where we were impressing Elon Musk, what you didn't see is the bit where I cut out the bit where I ran him over and killed him. But I didn't want to look bad, so I just cut that bit out of the video. But I fucked him up, man. So anyway, Gramps is in. So what you got to say, my guy?
I mean, I'm just listening to. Thank you, Space Girl. Thank you. Just listening in. You know, I agree with Crazy. Like, I wasn't here. I've only been in the server for 6 weeks.
Hang on. Shall we turn this into an absolute clusterfuck now?
What's that?
Oh lord.
There you go. Problem solved.
Hi.
Okay.
Oh,
what are we saying, Doc? Go for it, man.
Yeah, no. So, like, I mean, for me, I've been in here for about 2 months now. I'm getting on my second month, just ending. You know, I agree with Crazy. I mean, when I first came in, my whole thing was just doing RP, passive RP. I mean, I don't know what it was 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Redline was never on my radar, I guess, originally. My radar was starting what you're doing now, essentially. So props to you. But
it was totally ad hoc, man. Like this wasn't a thing that was supposed to happen.
Hey, no, good for you, man. Good for you. It's probably well needed. I think this will clear up a lot of stuff today, and remove a lot of tension for a lot of people. But you know, my thing was Redline. Obviously, you know, Elite's here. Elite, Lauren were two people that kind of pushed me to join Redline, just do something in the meantime before we started this podcast. And you know, I've loved it since joining it. I didn't think I'd be as invested as I am into it. You know, I was able to work my, you know, when you come to say these roles and stuff like that, you know, we opened up a car wash, we were doing passive RP, we were giving away cars as prizes, and trying to give people something different to experience other than the, you know, occasional crime and stuff like that. Which realistically, I don't really do much unless it's with, like, for example, Ricky the Raccoon, or, you know, whether it's content based in those times. So, you know, I was able to get my junior membership in a month, so it's not like it's not doable. You know, it's definitely there. It's just a matter of just having the drive, I guess, for it. And this is not to knock off anything that's being said in chat or anything. Like I said, RJ was here for 3 years. I don't know how everything was before that. So, but yeah, I just wanted to come in and just kind of give the take on that. You know, I do believe there, if from what I'm hearing from back then to now, I believe there is change based on the fact that it is able to move up. So,
Fuck change, it's only getting good. Show me that microphone. I'm watching you stream now. I only want to come in and have a look at this microphone. Like, I know SM7B's better, but listen, my girlfriend's watching, and I've just sent her a message. She's gonna be pissed off, so just quickly show me this microphone, Griff.
Hang on.
Make it look like it's worth I've just bought.
Have you actually bought one?
Yeah, I've just bought one.
What? Hang on. So just to confirm, right? Because this is definitely going to get clipped and sent straight to
Show
Beacon.
her the fucking soundboard and stuff before she gets angry.
Oh, but just to confirm, you bought it on the back of what I've just showed you, yeah?
No.
Fucking say, what are you on about, man? I've literally, I've got the DM to prove
Oh no,
it. So
I clicked that link. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. So okay, cool. Right. So here you go. So this is the microphone. Bang, microphone. This is the mix create. So what this does?
Be fucking watching this, or I'm gonna get beaten. If I'm blinking quickly, come and help me.
So this is it, man. This is it. So there's buttons and dials and knobs and shit. And then what it does is it links to this piece of software here. So as you can see, when I turn up when I turn the music up and down, like it turns it up and down and then mutes it and stuff. But it's super. It's like a one-click setup, super easy, and it's really good. And microphone sounds good and looks good. It all RGB'd and shit. So they go late. But anyway,
it's exactly the same as GoXLR, just to achieve.
It's made by the same people, man. It's a more compact version with like the software backing and without the need for all of the the big, I don't know what the ports are called on the back of the mics and that sort of shit. So yeah.
Yeah, and if the people that made the mic are watching, sponsor my boy Griff.
Yeah, right.
I'm literally talking to them right now, so I'm working on it.
There you go. Here's your sale. One sale.
Look, he's already gotten one sale. You know.
What do you mean? No, he fucking did not.
Wow.
Sorry.
I mean, I did because I showed it off, and then you DM me and you're like, "Yo, that thing." And I was like, "Yo."
No, I fucking looked at it. I thought, do you know what? That looks like SMB. It's like a Wish version of SM7B. And I thought, do you know what?
Mate, there's nothing Wish about this shit. This shit's fire.
Yeah, I know, but
XLR, that's it. I mean, I can if I want to use one of my fucking.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
I mean, I could probably like do it instantly if I actually learned how to do it properly, but yeah. Anyway, so back to the things, man. Where were we? There's your microphone shit, Elite. So.
Right, I'm gonna dip anyway. I'll send you that in a second. I'll catch you in a bit.
All right,
Good
thanks,
luck.
brother. Peace. Have you been trying to steal your sponsorship? No.
I know, right? He's trying to get a Shore sponsorship, right? Obviously, clearly trying to get a Shore sponsorship.
I've asked him for the order number, because he's going to place an order, so I'm going to get the number. I'm also going to clip the stream where I was showing it, and I've got all of the messages in chat screenshotted already of people saying how sick it was. So, and the screenshot of the info.
You know what? If they're listening right now, everybody in the stream, make sure you wait to buy it until Griff has his own code to get you 10% off.
Yeah, don't buy one until I've got a code.
Yeah.
Until he's
Yo,
got the code.
yeah, Griff,
If he doesn't...
sorry.
Go ahead.
Go on, crazy.
Yeah, yo, Griff, I have speaking of the whole RP thing. Do you remember when you first joined Redline, the car you absolutely wanted?
Yeah.
What was it?
The Chinese,
R34.
Yeah, the Chinese one.
No, but not the Chinese one, the actual local one. You remember whenever you first joined and I let you borrow that, bro? That was so fun. And then like with like people have to, like I said, you have to find the RP. Fucking Gramps or Legend or whatever you want to call it. You remember when I was RPing as a hobo? And you were sat there and we literally got drunk together and ran out into traffic and created a whole scene for EMS. It was great, you know?
It's an interesting. You've got to find the RP if you want it, man. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with just hanging around in Legion. Like, I hate it because, like, me and just if you've done like sanitation runs and fishing trips and hikes and all sorts, all the passive shit that you would expect to see in an RP server. And if people get a kick and enjoy just sitting in Legion and watching cars or waiting to get hit by some sort of like content vehicle or some shit, then that's whatever, that's fine. But if you're gonna do that, you can't then sit and complain that you're getting taken hostage because you're stood in the same place for 3 hours on end. Doesn't make any sense to me, man. But like each to their own, man. If you want to be involved in content, fucking do it. But if you guys want to do your homeless stuff, and if I'm going to do my sunny runs and whatever, and like as long as everybody's having fun at the end of the day, then it shouldn't actually matter. And I think Redline allows people to do all that stuff. It allows, like, let's face it, man. Crazy. I don't care how strenuous the interviews are and shit. There are people that are massive fanboys of the big boys that will get into the server, and their only goal. No, 100%. No, I'm not saying 100%. I'm saying that there are some that will interview well, or get like will get like a tip to say, yo, when you're doing your thing, don't say this and this and whatever. And there will be people that their only goal is to be in an elite video, for example. Whereas there are people that just want to come on and just do the passive stuff, and then there are people that want to come on and make videos as well.
Yeah, no.
Like, like as long as everybody's getting what they want to get out of Redline and the player base is still there, then I think it's fine, man.
Yeah, and like I said, at the end of the day, there's only so much we can do. You know, with the whitelisting process, we try our hardest. Sure, things still slip through the cracks, but with the way it is, it makes sure that the cracks are a lot smaller, so it's a lot harder to slip through. You know.
Yeah. For sure. I would buy the mic, but there is no point. I might as well buy a Shure SM7B because you'd have to go XLR. I mean, yeah, if you want to go XLR, taking up the majority of your desk space and not have like this tiny little interface here, then you do you, man. It's calm. Right, boys.
Yeah.
I want to give props to you, first of all, Griff, for doing this.
Yeah.
Mate, this was completely ad hoc, and it might be something
that
I actually look at doing again in the future and have people in and stuff. Virtual, I'm not pulling you in, man. Like, I don't think it's worth you coming in tonight because I don't want you to get any backlash after what's happened. So no. Yes.
Yeah, no. I mean, definitely. I'm telling you, man. Podcasts. It's the one thing that's one thing I wanted to do. It's the one thing that's the reason why we started it. Was just to get messages across, man. Whether it's gaming, getting, and obviously we'll talk about this more. Obviously, I don't want to, kind of give the tea on what we're going to be talking about on this Sunday. But it's more than just the gaming. The gaming portion of it, yeah, that's getting to know the gamer, but there's always a story behind everyone, right? And there's always something you can help people out with that you may not know you've been through or may not know how to get through, and it's just that message you can send across. It goes a long way, and I'm glad that even though this came about like obviously not planned or anything, but I'm glad that you actually were able to speak up, because I can tell you, I don't know exactly everything that's gone on, but I do know that I've spoken to people that were involved in terms of like Tesco and stuff, and the feeling, and just hearing the story and hearing that side of it, and I'm just trying to think of how I would react to something like that, and giving him props just for not acting like that, because I'll tell you, if you guys know Gramps, like you piss off you for something like that, yeah, you're talking about like legit torture, that whatever you want to call it, I don't care.
Well, that's the thing, man. But you should be able to do that, man. If you say that shit, like when Miles was talking about the gang stuff, like if the cops are chatting shit to the gang, or if someone's chatting shit to Ricky constantly, like you best believe I'm gonna like take their kneecaps out or some shit. But I don't want to be penalised for doing that because someone in the past has taken it too far. And if it's all if it's all
and I don't
shit,
think,
like,
and I think they've gotten past that point. I know the people, the group that obviously was mentioned, or the group that was involved in a lot of that stuff, they've taken it aback obviously as well. So I think the staff has obviously already addressed a little bit of it.
Yeah, for sure. I know that stuff's. I mean, yeah, I know that stuff's gone on like behind the scenes, for sure.
Right.
But
yeah, I think they're very lenient on it, because I mean, there's been situations where Gramps, obviously, there was a point where obviously Gramps, likes to throw people off like tall buildings or bridges, or just bought a house that has like a whole balcony that pretty much if you fall off the balcony, it's instant death. So it's and that's part of the RP, was just to buy that house for that specific reason, and to start a whole investigation on that. But that's coming soon, I guess.
Yeah. Spoilers.
But yeah, no, it's spoilers. You heard it here first. But yeah, no, it's just and they're cool with the stuff like that. I think you can do criminal content in a more passive way than your traditional robbing a store, and then when your back's against the wall because you can't escape from the cops, getting out and just blasting them. And starting a whole out gunfight.
Mate, it's not even. That's another thing. Like, it's probably. Well, it's getting late now, so this is probably my final point before I round up. But like, with the whole, the whole backs against the wall thing is not true, man. So as a criminal, right? If you think it through, like, so you tweet and say I want a gun, someone instantly supplies you with a gun. Like, there's no RP behind it whatsoever. I don't care what anyone says. Like, it's, you get a gun and you're done. Paperwork's done. Okay, so you got a gun, right? So then you get into a chase, right? And you go and rob a store, basic store. You get into a chase. Your car gets pitted once. Your car's dead because the damage map sort of on the car is just fucked. So at that point, right? There's no backs against the wall about running through the middle of Legion. Like, your choices then are either to surrender and get max time for armed robbery and felony evasion, or to run away for a little bit and probably get tased or hit by a cop that accidentally desyncs into you or blames desync, whatever. Or you turn around and shoot. Now, when you turn around and shoot, you're either going to kill everybody and get away and not have to do any prison time at all, or you're going to die and instantly respawn with all of your shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So why would anybody, like, unless you want the RP of being taken to a prison cell, why would anybody not turn around and shoot because of how easy it is to get this shit? That is a problem, and it's one that can be addressed by making weapons, putting weapons behind those. Okay, I made a suggestion a while ago, right? I'll run this by you real fast. Everybody robs a store, right? You get dark money. So you go to ammunition, you get a knife, right? You hold somebody at knife point, you rob a store, you get away. You get £3,000 worth of dark cash. You can then clean that and get $300. Or what you could do is you could then come to Ricky with that $3,000 and say, yo, Ricky, I want a basic pistol, which is £3,000 dark cash. Okay, but what you could also do is you could go back to another store and rob another store and get another £3,000, at which point you can then afford a combat pistol with an extended magazine, so you've got more chance of getting away. But you're also running the risk of getting pulled over or searched or getting caught with that 6k on you. So you want to kind of use that 6k dark money at some point, but you want to build it up. But there also shouldn't be a limit on the guns, man. If you want to save 100k dark money, like for robbing 20 stores in a row without getting caught, you can then just go and buy a sniper rifle. Like, I don't care, man. Just go and buy it. But the chances of you actually being able to get to that, but you actually have to grind the dark money, and it gives meaning behind it. But also, what it does mean is the junior and senior members that are just farming money because they're getting 4 and 5k a gun, all of a sudden get dark cash. There's a lot more RP and depth behind it. But if you just want to clean it, because remember, I'll be carrying that on me as well. So if I get caught doing something and I've sold a shitload of guns, I'm going to lose all of the profit from that. So I'm going to need to clean that money. and therefore all the genuine team members I'm gonna farm tons of money because you're only gonna get 10% of it back.
Right. No, I think that's a good idea, especially in terms of like the selling gun stuff.
Yeah, that actually sounds like a really good idea. Now
I think there are issues around like how things are logged and stuff, but like I mean it's a pretty commonly known thing, man. I've never done it myself, but I know of people that have not paid for guns and just been given them and given paperwork, and the money hasn't been exchanged, or it just seems a bit weird, man. But because of the lack of RP behind it, like forcing this dark cash thing would force everybody to start off like the majority of their robberies with knives or golf clubs or something, so police wouldn't get shot as much like instantly, but it also gives people things to grind for and more like depth in the criminal side of things. So
and then also, like you were talking about, like this is probably gonna be my final point as well, about the whole you don't just because you do criminal RP doesn't mean it needs to be shootout, last one alive wins. Like I've done scenes where I go and we RP that we steal a bunch of animals from humane labs, and then we went and this was like a 8-hour, it ended up being like an 8-hour scene. It was absolutely crazy. We stole animals from humane labs, got away from the cops or whatever. No one was fired at, nothing like that. Then we sold the animals to citizens. Cops came, we ended up escaping, still nothing fired. And it ended up with the animals somehow getting let loose, and then the cops had to go around and then capture them, and then there was like almost no gunfire, nobody died, 8-hour scene, really good. So you know, it's just you have to be creative. You can't just expect to do the same thing over and over again and then have enjoyment out of it.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. But it is what it is. Anyway, boys, I'm gonna bounce now. I'm gonna step back to stream and all that sort of stuff, and thank you for joining in. And who knows, man, we might do another one of these at some point, so you boys might be able to hop in, maybe even as soon as tomorrow night. Like, this has been fun, man. Like I've done 20 minutes of actual gaming and then like 3 hours of talking to people. So
I'm telling you, man,
I enjoy it, man.
It's fun just to talk to people. And
Ayo, Griff podcast season?
Potentially, man. Like everybody in chat seems to want me to do one. So yeah, we'll see, man. Anyway, boys, I'll leave you to it. Thank you for the chat. I'll catch you boys later on. Peace. Stream. So I'm still here, man. I've just got to play this.
I surrender. Fuck.
That was from Klaus. So yeah, I mean that was it, man. That was it. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to be streaming on Twitch in the morning. We're doing some RP stuff on Twitch. It won't be a podcast, but if you can swing by my Twitch and drop me a follow and that sort of stuff, I'd much appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been weird, man. Like, there's been no gameplay. We've not robbed anything. We've not done anything other than talk to you guys, and didn't get the car we wanted at UAM. So I don't know, man. I don't know if you guys are more confused, less confused, if I've cleared some stuff up. If you now know a lot more about Redline or Ruby or whatever it is. I might even set up a channel in my own Discord of like podcast topics. So if we get bored of the RP, we can just talk about shit and drag people in and stuff. Anyway, love you all. See you in the next one. Don't go and buy any microphones until I've got an affiliate code. All right, love you all. Bye.